go, Coach, talk about your game. I mean, what do you want to see from your team to keep control of the tempo or keep their hand on the way this thing is played?
Well, we don't want to just get into a
against AL in their first night out for Atlantic. And we'll see Megan Schrader, Zoe Kirchhoff, Lila Wiederstein, Peyton McLaren, Peyton Harder, Katrina Williams. Those are the main players for Atlantic. And looking forward to this one. Peyton Harder, of course, she's got a target on her back, Cody Weaver, averaging 18 points a game. And she was at 24, but the Saints held it just 5 last night. That lowered her average to 18.
Yeah, and I think, Coach Vargason talked about that early in the year that, they're going to double up on her, which, who's the next person that's going to step up and be the big scorer for Atlantic. And it's kind of, some girls have taken their turn, so we'll see how tonight goes.
About 2.5 to go here before the opening tip. We're going to take another 1-minute timeout here in this pregame show. And late start for the varsity game, the JV game. It was Glenwood winning that one in a very close contest here tonight. We'll be back with more pregame right after these at 95.7 FM and our live video stream, WesternIowaToday.com, powered by Initiative.
Happy holidays. Yes, it is that time of the year again. You're busy shopping for your loved ones, going to holiday parties, or trying to avoid your in-laws, and you don't know what you're going to eat today. Well, to keep your stomach full and to take on your busy day, make sure to stop into Olson's BP in Atlantic and grab a pizza from Godfather's Pizza. This December, buy any large pizza and get a free 2-liter of soda. Limit of 3. Don't allow food to be another strain on your holiday season. Godfather's Pizza is here for you. Godfather's Pizza and Olson's BP in Atlantic, the Keep You Going store.
At Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We've been dedicated to our communities for over 35 years. From real estate and ag loans to personal and commercial banking, we offer a full range of financial services tailored to meet your needs. We believe in giving back and being involved in the communities we serve. Stop in to one of our 12 convenient locations or visit us at Rolling.
Get ready for a fresh start at Greg Young Atlantic. Our Greg Young Fresh Start program helps you hit the road with confidence, overcome credit challenges with personalized financing, and a wide selection of great vehicles. Visit us today to find your brand new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram. Or check out our huge pre-owned selection at GregYoungAtlantic.com and GregYoungCDJRAtlantic.com. And to apply. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Here at Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Atlantic Trojan Basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at WesternIowaToday.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic. Tom Robinson alongside Mr. Cody Weaver as the Trojans in the schoolboy doubleheader hosting the Glenwood Rams here tonight as we get set for our starters here this evening. It's brought to you by the opening tip-off, brought to you by the First Winning Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. And now we'll get the starting lineups, and we'll have the color guard here this evening as well. So glad to see those guys back here tonight. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. Trojans started McKenna Schrader. She'll be at a guard tonight, a 5'5", a junior for the Trojans. Zoe Kirchhoff, a 5'5", a junior, getting a start for Atlantic, as well as Lila Wiederstein, a 5'6", junior. And also for Atlantic, Peyton Harder, a 5'11" senior, averaging 18 points a game. And Katrina Williams, she's shown some good promise, Cody Weaver, in the first 3 ball games tonight as well. So it's going to be Schrader, Kirchhoff, Wiederstein, Harder, and Williams starting for the Atlantic Trojans. And for the Rams, let's take a look at the starting lineups. It's going to be Maggie McChesney getting a start, a 5'7", a sophomore for the Glenwood Rams. Megan Hughes, a 5'6", sophomore, also starting for the Glenwood Rams. Third starter for Glenwood will be Haley Hughes. And Maggie Smith, a 5'7 junior. Haley Hughes is a 5'11 junior. And the starting lineup is rounded out with Maya Duncheski for Glenwood. So they'll go with Maggie Smith, Maggie McChesney, Haley Hughes, Maya Duncheski, Ava Hernandez will come off the bench. Malin Johnson off the bench, and Megan Hughes will get a start for the Glenwood Rams. The opening tip-off is brought to you by the First Whitney Bank. They're the only bank you'll ever need. First Whitney Bank. Back with the opening tip right after this.
But there are times.
Oak Point Wealth Management is making important changes to better serve you. Wealth manager Aaron Friend is proud to announce that Oak Point Wealth has partnered with LBL Financial, providing comprehensive tools and resources to support your financial goals. Aaron remains committed to serving Southwest Iowa with personalized service backed by LBL's dynamic technology and investment platform.
I'm excited to embrace independence and keep my focus on what matters most, my clients' best interests.
Visit www.oakpointwealth.com, 712-207.
Being introduced to the crowd right now, and again for Atlantic it's going to be McKenna Schrader, a 5'5 junior, Zoe Kirchhoff, a 5'5 junior, Lila Wiederstein, a 5'6 junior, Peyton Harder, a 5'11 senior, and Katrina Williams, a 5'11 junior, getting a start for the Trojans here tonight. We'll keep it right here with our national anthem. The Atlantic Legion, the color guard, is here as well, and the Atlantic March Pep Band. Very well done by the Atlantic High School Pep Band under the direction. And we're going to get started with the opening tip-off from Mr. Jared O'Donnell, the Atlantic High School marching band director. What a great job he does.
He's got the band jamming up there.
He really does. Girl boy doubleheader tonight between Atlantic and Glenwood as the color guard marches off the floor, and the teams will get their last second instructions. It's going to be interesting how this matches up here tonight between these two teams. A young Glenwood squad. They'll start two juniors, a sophomore, two sophomores and a freshman. Again, two juniors. McChesney a sophomore and Hughes a sophomore. And Duncheski's a freshman, I should say. Maggie Smith a junior. McChesney is sophomore. Hughes is a junior. Duncheski is a freshman. And Megan Hughes is a sophomore. So Peyton Harder will jump it up for Atlantic. Atlantic going right to left. And Haley Hughes, a 5'11 junior, will jump it up for Glenwood as we're getting set to go. Welcome to the broadcast in our live video stream, controlled by Harder. And the Trojans have the ball. Kirchhoff will secure it for Atlantic in the backcourt. Over to Schrader. She'll bring it across the half-court line underway. Pass to Kirchhoff. We got a foul right out of the gate.
Yeah, and that's, we saw a lot of that aggressiveness with the Glenwood, girls in the JV game. And that particular girl right there played most of the JV game, and she was hustle the whole game going after it. So she's going to sleep well tonight.
Maggie McChesney called for the foul. Line will inbounds near sideline into Kirchhoff. She worked top of the circle. The 2-3 zone by Glenwood to come out of the gate. Atlantic with it down low. Katrina Williams muscles her way up. Shot up, no good. Rebound comes off the Trojans into Harder. Her loop shot is good. Atlantic up 2-0. A little looper by Harder. Her 56th point of the year. Here come the Rams, the front court. McChesney
and they got her boxed in here. And they're going to call a foul instead of a jump ball there. And that's going to be on Lila Wiederstein.
Boy, they ran that trap, Cody, just like you said, to perfection. And Wiederstein, I guess, called for a reach-in foul. So that's 1-each on each team. Atlantic up 2-0. Our score brought to you by the Seed Pros. Rams with the basketball at the top of the circle. They'll swing left side to Dencheski, the freshman. Back out top, it goes to Hughes. Megan Hughes, that is. High post throw. Now a jump ball is going to be called as Kirchhoff got a hand on it. Dencheski was there as well. And the arrow will favor Glenwood with 7:10 to go here in this first period. Looks like we've got a timeout already by the Glenwood Rams, Cody Weaver. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on 95.7 FM and our live video stream powered by Nishnanet.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
2-0 Atlantic with the lead. Glenwood with the basketball, calling a timeout with 7:10 to go. Looks like they're going to make some adjustments possibly early on, Cody. It's going to be Hughes to throw it into the far side. Haley Hughes, a 5'11 junior. And here we go, McChesney with her. She'll fire near side pass to Hughes. They go high post and a steal by Williams. Pass ahead. Lila Wiederstein layup is good, but she traveled with the basketball. Good transition.
She was still in the air, so maybe it should have counted. I'm not sure.
Glenwood gets the ball back on the turnover. Just under 7 to play in the first quarter. 2-0 Atlantic. They get the ball across the timeline with Haley Hughes. Hughes, left side to McChesney, the freshman. Back out top against that Trojan 1-2-2 zone. Now whips it left side to McChesney. She'll fire a three. No good off the heel. Rebound out inside by Hughes. On the drive is Hughes, and she has it stolen away. Atlantic with the basketball. Kirchhoff brings it across. 6.5 to play. First quarter. Schrader, high and left. Back out to Wiederstein, top of the circle. Lila, chased by Dencheski, over to Kirchhoff. Schrader high and right, back out top. Wiederstein, Kirchhoff. Glenwood playing a tight zone defense. Schrader dumps it low to Harder. Harder has trouble with it. It's thrown away by the Rams. A pick by Maggie Smith, and she'll bring it across. Smith on the drive, and she's going to be fouled by Lila Wiederstein, and that's number 2 on Lila.
Yeah. 2 quick fouls there, less than 2 minutes into the game. So we kind of saw that the first game there, and then, with Harder, and she kind of settled down. So kind of give Lila a little bit of a break here and gather her thoughts, I guess.
Peyton McLaren will come in. Smith for 3, missed it long, and the rebound comes off to Haley Hughes. Hughes back out top to Megan Hughes. They'll go to McChesney. 3-ball no by the Rams, and a rebound comes off to Schrader. Foul's going to be called on Glenwood's Megan Hughes, and that's number 2 on Glenwood, and Megan's first foul. Both teams come out playing aggressive defense. 5:46 to play first quarter. 2-0 Atlantic. Score brought to you by the Seed Pros. They're by your side to maximize yield for the word go. John Becker, Mark Ventiger, Gary Dinkler, Nick Knutson, your Pioneer Pros. Baseline, Schrader, inside Williams, layup, good!
That was a great pass there to Williams, and Williams with a left-handed layup, almost basically right there, just knocked it right in.
Excuse me, Cody. Atlantic up 4-0. They go wide side of McChesney, the freshman, top of the circle. Atlantic in that 1-2-2 zone, and a steal by Kirchhoff, and Dencheski gets it back for Glenwood. Atlantic up 4-0. High post, drive, stop, pop, shot, no good. An attempt by Smith. Atlantic gets the rebound with Williams. We've got a foul called on Glenwood. It's going to be on Haley Hughes for reaching in. That's number 3 on the Rams with 5:08 to play first quarter.
A great offensive rebound there by Harder to tip it back to Williams.
Atlantic will inbounds from the baseline. 4-0. Trojans with the lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 5:08 to play in this first quarter. Peyton Harder will throw it in. Here comes Kirchhoff. She'll bring it across the timeline in methodical fashion. Glenn with that 2-3 zone. Kirchhoff over to Schrader. Schrader left wing, baseline, Kirchhoff. Dumps it low, Williams. She'll go to work down low. Back out top. Schrader for three. No good. And the rebound ripped down by the Rams. And they'll kick it out. In the lineup, that was Malin Johnson. And the Rams throw it away. They try to go down low to Jancheski. And that ball off her fingertips. Atlanta gets the ball back on the turnover. 4:44 to play first quarter. 4-0 Trojans on the Seed Pros scoreboard. So they have Malin Johnson at that top of the circle, that zone defense, with Doncheski, the freshman. Atlantic in the front courts. McLaren with it high and right. Baseline, Kirchhoff wide open. Fires a three. No good. And the rebound is pulled down by the Rams. And it's going to be Hughes with the board. She'll get it ahead to Doncheski on the right baseline. Driving down inside. Smith lose the handle. Picked up by McLaren. Atlantic with a four. Down low, Williams. Williams across to Harder. Layup up good. Atlantic up 6-0. Harder with 4 points here in this first quarter. 4:02 to play. Maggie Smith with the basketball. Goes right side. Now back to the baseline of McChesney. She'll fire a three. No good. Glenwood having trouble finding that basket here early on. Harder with the board. Out top to Schrader. She'll bring it across the timeline to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff high and left. Bounce pass baseline. Schrader dumps it low. Williams again. Williams trying to get it up. And we've got a jump ball call. A good job by McChesney to get a hand in there. Hernandez will come in. Ava Hernandez will come in the lineup and replace Maggie Smith. Lynn Johnson also has been in, so coach has gone 7 deep. Trojans have it. Pass out top. Schrader for three. Good!
Yeah, it's nice to see that early in the game, get some confidence there and not to be afraid to shoot from the outside there.
Atlantic on a 9-0 run early. And Glenn with the basketball with 3:15 to play first quarter. The Seed Pro scoreboard. Atlantic with that 1-2-2 zone. They'll go down low. Layup no good. And a foul call on the Trojans. They go to Malin Johnson, a 5'4" freshman.
Yeah, and she's the one that had 29 there in that JV game. So she can shoot and very aggressive.
Glenwood trying to break the seal of the basket here. Free throw by Johnson is no good. Johnson, a 5'4" freshman. Atlantic off to a 9-0 run with 3:10 to go first quarter. Second free throw is short. And the rebound comes off to McLaren for Atlantic. And the Trojans will move to the front court. Kirchhoff high and left into Williams, and a steal by McChesney. The freshman shall bring it across for Glenwood. Under 3 to play first quarter. McChesney, Hernandez, back to McChesney. Driving left side, scoop shot up and no good. Williams snags the rebound for the Trojans. Has her pocket picked momentarily. McLaren gets it back for Atlantic, and she'll bring it across the timeline. 2:40 to go first quarter. Now top Kirchhoff, left side Schrader. Schrader back the baseline to Kirchhoff. She's open momentarily. Good switch by Glenwood. McLaren handles the ball top of the circle, goes right side to Schrader. Inside to Harder. Double teamed, and the ball is picked away by McChesney. Hernandez. Pass near side to Hughes. Out top to Hernandez. Hughes again on the right wing. Hughes splits the defense, drives inside. Now in trouble, and we got another jump ball. And it's going to be Glenwood's ball out of bounds on the arrow. 2:11 to play first quarter.
It's a tough spot to be stuck when you're
Yeah.
shorter in between those two tall girls.
So throwing it in for Glenwood will be Megan Hughes. Right side of the basket. 9-0 Atlantic, 2:11 to go in the first quarter. Hughes out top. They'll give it off to McChesney. McChesney back out top to Johnson. Now Hernandez, no good. Rebound McLaren for Atlantic. Glenwood still trying to find that bucket. Had a couple of free throws that didn't go. McLaren to the front court. 9-0 Trojans. Bounce pass McLaren, right baseline. High post Williams, dumps a little Harder. Layup up, good. 11-0 Trojans. Harder with 6, and a great look by Williams, Cody.
Yeah, that was a great pass, and Harder was wide open in the bottom there.
1:35 to go first quarter. The Seed Pros scoreboard. Glenwood in the front court. McChesney, they'll whip it out top to Hughes. Megan Hughes, top of the circle. Left side of McChesney. on the drive, cut off. Good zone by Atlantic. McChesney bounce pass left wing to Johnson. Back out top to Hughes. Hughes inside, layup up, no good by Hughes, and Atlantic with a rebound to Kirchhoff. And we got a jump ball called, Atlantic 0.
Yeah, and I think Kirchhoff either maybe must have lost her headband or hair.
1:06 to play, first quarter of the Steve Pro scoreboard. Atlantic up 11-0, Hart of a 6. Schrader had that 3 ball, and Williams with 2. Kirchhoff across the timeline, facing that 2-3 zone. Right baseline to Williams, down low. There's Kirchhoff, shot no good. Foul called on Glenwood, and that'll be a shooting foul. Excuse me, not Kirchhoff, Schrader. Schrader, my bad. She'll be shooting 2 for Atlantic with 56 seconds to play here in this first quarter. Atlantic up 11-0. Schrader with that 3 ball. Free throw on the way and good. 12-0 Trojans, a 12-0 run here early. 56 seconds to go in the first stanza. Second free throw on the way by Schrader. It is no good, bounces off. 1 for 2 goes Schrader. Rebound comes off to the Rams, and on the move is Smith. Smith over McChesney. A deep 3 is on the way, no good. And the rebound knocked out of bounds by Glenwood. Atlantic's ball with 45 seconds to go here in the first quarter. The Trojans will inbounds with McLaren. Lila Wiederstein is on the bench with 2 fouls. And here comes Kirchhoff across the timeline for Atlantic. Kirchhoff down low, wide open. Williams layup, good.
That was a great pass there by Kirchhoff also. It was a rocket.
Kirchhoff had a good eye there. 14-0 Atlantic with 25 seconds to go first quarter. And Glenwood almost threw it away. Nice save by McChesney. She goes high post to Smith. Back to McChesney, top of the circle. Johnson, McChesney, right side. 11 to go on the clock in the first quarter. Harder with a foul. Oh no, they stepped out of bounds. Harder had good defense.
Yeah, she was.
Thought she might have too much contact there, Cody.
She was in there. They've been letting them play, though.
Yeah.
I mean, tonight it's, some of those Glenwood girls maybe ought to think about wrestling versus basketball because they're as aggressive as they are, and they're not afraid to get in there for that jump ball and fight for it.
Atlantic has with 3 seconds to go in the quarter. Schrader for 3 at the buzzer. Good! Schrader with her second 3. Atlantic up 17-0. Schrader with the 3 ball at the buzzer. We're back in a minute, 95.7 FM, and our live video stream, westerniowatoday.com.
Just when you think he's Mr. Perfect, he wakes up and proves me wrong. You can't charge a junk battery. Look here, mister. Replace it. I called Atlantic Egg and Auto, gave them make and model, and they have a new battery waiting at the counter. Go. Go now. Here's a Mr. Pibb and peanut M&Ms to tide you over so you don't have to make any stops. Atlantic and Audubon Egg and Auto, your only locally owned CarQuest retail stores. Your go-to for batteries, parts, and sometimes fixing relationship.
At Seed Pros, our mission is to be your business partner every day of every season.
Pioneer Hybrid International was founded in Iowa back in 1926 and is still American today. Not many other seed providers can make that claim.
We partner with you to continually push the limits by combining elite seed genetics, local infield knowledge, along with customer service second to none.
We are with you from the word go. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knutson, or John Becker to partner with a team that puts your business needs first.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7.
Glenwood will start with the ball here in the second quarter. Atlantic up 17-0 in the first quarter of play. The Rams with it, top of the circle, as they work the ball left side. And out of bounds, they turn it over right away. Denchesky on the receiving end. That just slipped out of her hands, Cody.
Yeah, the pass just right kind of off the fingertips there.
Trojans basketball, the 17-0 lead. Kirchhoff, top of the circle, the point guard for Atlantic. Right side is Schrader, right baseline Kirchhoff. Skip past Schrader, she'll fire a 3. Got it! Hello!
I think it's a competition tonight between her and her brother to see who can, do the best. Score the most points, maybe.
Yeah, her brother's wrestling in Humboldt right now. Schrader with 3 threes here in the game. Atlantic up 20-0. Early second quarter, the trap. The pass into Duncheski. Back out top for three. No good. Rebound comes off to McChesney. Left side to Hughes. Fires. No. And the ball tipped out by Atlantic. Haley Hughes trying to break that seal at Glenwood basket. It's been tough going offensively for Glenwood.
You know, they're both, Atlantic and Glenwood, both playing tight defense there.
Yeah,
it looks
absolutely.
like there's some McKenna Schrader guy that got beat up a little bit in the nose and some blood there, so they're going to clean up the court a little bit.
And Lila Winterstein, who has 2 fouls, will check in for Atlantic. And McKenna Schrader, who has 10 points here this first half early. 3 threes and 1 for 2 for the line. Atlantic up 20-0 as they clean the floor off. Winterstein will join Kirkhoff, McLaren, Harder, and Williams in the Atlantic lineup. And for the Rams, they have Megan Hughes. She'll throw it in. Underneath, they have Haley Hughes. Also in the ball lineup is Malin Johnson, as well as Maggie Smith. And Duncheski, who takes the pass out top. Right side, Johnson for 3. No good. Rebound, Kirkhoff. Foul called on Haley Hughes.
And I think that's going to be her 3rd.
Boy. So you're right. And Hughes with 3 fouls. And she will exit the floor. Back in the lineup is McChesney. Here comes Atlantic. Kirkhoff across the timeline. Pass left side to Peyton McLaren. Baseline Kirkhoff down to Williams. She's got a layup. No good. And a rebound comes off the Rams. A good board by Glenwood's Hernandez. And it'll be Glenwood's ball with 6:49 to play here in this second quarter.
And that foul is going to be on Harder, and that's going to be her 2nd.
Harder's 2nd foul. Harder with 6 points as well. She has 60 points in 3 games so far. Hernandez takes the pass down low, throws it away. Harder with the steal. 6:38 to play, second quarter. Atlantic up 20-0. McLaren top of the circle, right side of Wiederstein. Back to McLaren, right baseline. High post, Harder throws it away. Rams with a good steal here. McChesney for 2. No good. Rebound, Harder. We've got another foul called on Glenwood. With 6:21 to go here in this first half. McLaren will throw it in for Atlantic up 20-0. They led 17-0 after 1 quarter. They put up 3 here so far in this second. Bounce pass, Wiederstein. Baseline goes to Kirkhoff. Skip pass, McLaren. Layup is no good. Harder rebound. Her shot's blocked and scooped up underneath by Maggie Smith. And a foul called on Harder, I believe, Cody.
Yeah, that's going to be 3 on her.
So Harder, she's going to exit the floor. And
that was just, physical defense there, holding her ground and not backing off at all.
Bryn Lamp is in for the Trojans, a 5'11 sophomore. She'll play that inside position in the place of Harder. Maggie Smith pass ahead to Megan Hughes. Back out top to Smith. Over to Hughes, and they throw it away again. Well, Glenwood just had issues here offensively. They like the way they play defense.
Oh, they're very, very good on defense and
great.
hustle a lot, on the offensive side, too. They just have not had anything drop yet.
And Coach Vargason calls a timeout. Atlantic up 20-0, 5:47 to play second quarter. We're back in 30 seconds on 95.7 FM.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
5:47 to play here in this first half. Atlantic up 20-0 over the Glenwood Rams, and they have the basketball with Kirkhoff to Wiederstein. Baseline, Bryn Lamp now in for Harder. They go down low back to Lamp. Lamp loops it out to Wiederstein, over to Kirkhoff. Kirkhoff on the move. Baseline Lamp, jump shot up. No good. Good look by Lamp, and a rebound comes off the line of Wiederstein. Back out to Kirkhoff. McLaren, baseline Lamp. Katrina Williams down low block, takes the pass. They whip it out to Kirkhoff, so swing it right side of Wiederstein. Good ball movement by Atlantic against this zone. Lamp skip past Kirkhoff. Inside Williams, stolen away by Glenwood. Great defense for the Rams.
Yeah, defenders, they're playing tight there on the Trojans, not giving them much opportunity to have an open shot.
McChesney out to Maggie Smith, and she'll dump it low to Johnson. A steal by Lamp, picked up by Williams. Williams has it out to Kirkhoff. She'll take it down across the paint. Layup good by Wiederstein.
And that was a fantastic pass by Kirkhoff there, kind of underneath the bucket. Saw Wiederstein open. She had a better opportunity than what she did herself, and a great pass by Kirkhoff.
Atlantic good in transition that time. And Glenwood back in the front court. Johnson fires a three, can't get it. Williams rebound. Atlantic up 22-0. Under 4.5 to play in the first half of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Pass left side, Kirkhoff for three, no good. Rebound pulled down by McChesney, and she'll hustle across the timeline for Glenwood. McChesney high and left. Looked out top to Johnson. Goes right baseline to Megan Hughes. Hughes back out top. McChesney fires the triple, no good. And it's going to angle out of bounds. Atlantic's ball. Well, I thought McChesney might have got that one, Cody.
Yeah, and you could tell. I mean, she was a wide open shot for her there.
3:57 to play here in this first quarter, or first half. Here comes Kirkhoff across the timeline. For Atlantic is that 2-3 zone. It's actually a 2-1-2. Lamp baseline drive across Wiederstein, layup no. Williams gets the rebound. Bounce past Wiederstein, she'll take the drive. Back out top, Kirkhoff resets. Over to McLaren, baseline Lamp. Bryn Lamp holds it. Back out to McLaren, 14 the shot clock. 3:35 to play in the first half. Pass right side of Wiederstein. Atlantic up 22-0. Down low, Williams. Her shot up, no good. Williams gets the rebound, then it's knocked out of bounds by the Rams. Atlantic gets the ball back.
Well, they used up 33 seconds of that shot clock, and then get a new shot clock here.
Oh, man.
Oh, look, actually, Glenwood got the ball there. Must have been off of Atlantic.
Yeah, okay. Glenwood's ball, last touch by the Trojans. 3:23 to play, first half. Atlantic up 22-0. They get the ball over to Maggie Smith. She'll bring it across the timeline. Smith, high post to Hughes. Megan Hughes, that is, top of the circle. Over to Smith. Into Hughes, and a give it a go. Layup up, and it is no good. And the rebound by Hughes, and she throws it away.
Yes, Hughes saw her teammate there kind of going in the wrong direction and just kind of threw it away there.
3:02 to go, first half. Atlantic up 22-0. On the Seed Pro scoreboard, high post, Wiederstein, and a steal by Malin Johnson. Johnson on the move for Glenwood. Down the left side, layup up, it is no good. Rebound comes off to Wiederstein for Atlantic. Lila playing with 3 fouls, I believe. I'll check that. 2 fouls. Two fouls for Lila.
Peyton Harder's got 3.
Peyton's got 3. Trojans around the perimeter with the ball. Now out top, Schrader. She'll fire a 3. No good. And the rebound off of McLaren out of bounds. It'll be Glenwood's ball. Carly Llewellyn, a 6-foot senior, is in the lineup for the Rams on your screen there. We're number 32. Trojans have the basketball. Llewellyn, the only senior on this team. Glenwood with it, top of the circle. Dencheski, Smith, top of the circle. Inside to Hughes. Runs into the trees. Johnson whips it left. Dencheski, dribble drive, left side, cut off by McLaren. Back out top on the drive, Smith. Looper is no good. Rebound comes off to Kirkhoff for Atlantic. 2 minutes to go in the first half, 22-0. In favor of the Trojans. McLaren high and right on the offensive end. Baseline of Williams. Down low, wide open was Schrader, and then they steal by Maggie Smith. Foul called on Schrader with $1:50 to play first half, Cody.
She saw her wide open there, and Glenwood, did a good job stepping kind of in between there, and Schrader just drew the foul.
Jillian Satoff will check in for Atlantic, a 5'8 sophomore for the Trojans. Hughes dumps it into Chesky, back to Megan Hughes. Near side Smith. Dunchesky high and left across the timeline, $1:40 to go, and a steal almost by Williams. Smith gets it back. A deep three, no good. Rebound Satoff for Atlantic. Out to McLaren, the sophomore brings it down the right side. Clears a half-court line with $1:30 to play first half. McLaren to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff over right side of Schrader. She'll fire the three. Good!
That was a good job by Kirchhoff. She was wide open, could take her time, get her feet set, and just drained it.
She has 4 threes here in the first half. 13 points for Schrader. Atlantic up 25-0. A minute left to go here. Williams steal for Atlantic. And she'll hold it. Give it out top to Kirchhoff. 57, 56, 55 to go in the first half. 25-0 Trojans over Glenwood. Kirchhoff into Satoff. Satoff trapped along that baseline, then she traveled with it. Good defense by Llewellyn of Glenwood. And Johnson was down there with Dunchesky as well, Cody.
Yeah, and so far Llewellyn, has been the only one that's kind of been able to compete there inside with those taller girls in the post there.
Llewellyn comes out of the lineup. It's going to be Glenwood's basketball. They'll work it over to Maggie Smith. 40 seconds on the clock. First half, Hernandez. Fires near side to McChesney. Loops the pass to Hughes. Back out top to Smith for three. No good. And the attempted save by Glenwood does not work. Atlantic with the ball with 28 seconds to go and a shutout here in the first half, 25-0.
And I think you talked about that maybe, or Coach Varg talked about, their success from shooting and how they were 0 for something, and they don't expect that every game. And I don't either, based upon what I saw in the JV game, and some of the same girls are in there.
You bet. It's a young team, Cody. Atlantic with it. 8 seconds on the clock in the first half. Baseline Kirchhoff. Skip past Schrader. Layup up and good at 27-0. What a first half for Schrader, but that was all Kirchhoff with the assist, Cody.
Yeah, Kirchhoff was at the kind of in the corner there, and it's not very often, she can sneak in there, and she was able to sneak in there wide open, and a great pass by Kirchhoff to her, and an easy layup there on that left-hand side.
Atlantic shuts out the Rams 27-0. in that first half of play, and we'll have some halftime coming up. Looks like we're going to have some contests here, Cody Weaver, as well. Well, our halftime show is coming up here, and our halftime brought to you by Olson's BP, your home for Godfather's Pizza. We're back with the first half scoring right after this.
First Winnie Bank is the longest-standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Winnie Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
KS 95.7 and live stream at Western Iowa.
Welcome back, and we've got quite a game going on here, Cody. So what we've got is a bullseye right there in the middle of the floor. And what are they throwing out there? They're little...
Looks like maybe ducks.
Ducks.
Or some type of...
There is one duck on the pond there, so to speak. Right there, you can see on your camera. And... Mr. Mike Wagner, the Atlantic Booster Club Prez, who's out there emceeing the event. We're going to have another throw here. And now they're going to go. That's it. No more throws. Well, the first half scoring looks like this, and it's been all Atlantic. And Glenwood really playing good defense, just could not find the bucket there in this first half of play. Megan Schrader leads Atlantic. She had 4 threes in that first half. 15 points for Schrader. Peyton Harder has 6. Katrina Williams has a pair of buckets, 4 for her. And Lila Wiederstein with 2. Schrader really got hot. And what I like about Schrader is she's not afraid to shoot that ball, and her percentage was pretty darn good in that first half.
Yeah, after she took that first shot, she had some confidence, and, she looked good and confident in her shot.
Atlantic up 27-0. They jumped out on a big lead in the first quarter, 17-0. And then they outscored the Rams at 10-0 in that second quarter. We're hoping that Glenwood could get some offense going here in the third quarter. They certainly played great defense, but the Trojans just too much defense of their own. I like that 1-2-2 zone.
Yeah, I mean, Glenwood, defensive-wise was tight on the girls, but Atlantic did a good job in the transition, passing the ball. And Glenwood had a lot of decent passes, but they were just kind of out of the fingertip reach there, and I think they threw the ball away 3 or 4 times that first half.
Here in Atlantic, and we're going to take a 2-minute break. Atlantic up 27-0, the first of 2. We'll have it on our live video stream and also here on 95.7 FM. Back in a couple.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Once you're back at the shop, we talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
At Outfitters Plus in Atlantic, you'll find all the latest in custom apparel and headwear. Head to Outfitters and work with the design pros to make your customized tees, team apparel, and personalized swag for your business a reality. Whether it's fan apparel for your high school or youth sports teams, your business, or you just want to make something your own, you'll have everyone saying, "Where'd you get that?" Don't forget, Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Stop by today.
KSWI Atlantic, a proud part of Meredith Communications. KS 95.7. Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS.
Welcome back. Halftime, Atlantic up 27-0 in this girls' game, first of 2. And let's go to Cody Weaver, and we've got that Joe Fitch Wrestling, a tournament up in Humboldt. Cody, take it away.
We've got an update here at 106 pounds in the championship match will be Keaton Schrader of Atlantic, and he's going to be taking on Tegan Umbaugh of Forest City. Dayton Van Horn will wrestle for 5th place from Atlantic as well. 113, Colin Harris is in the championship match. He will take on Sam Knight of Humboldt at 120 pounds. It's Mason Betts is going to wrestle for 5th place. At 126, it's going to be Braxton Haas taking on Owen Mayall of Humboldt in that championship match. Landon Hagan will wrestle for 3rd place at 126. At 132, it's Kyler Kirks of Humboldt taking on Josh Hoffman. It looks like Carter Hadley of Atlantic will wrestle for 5th place at 132. At 138, it's going to be Tice Clarkin of Humboldt taking on Aiden Smith of Atlantic. At 144, it's Calvin Hayes in your championship match taking on Brady Beers of Humboldt. At 150 pounds, it's Jaden Harder of Atlantic in the championship match. Going to take on Jackson Kirchhoff of Humboldt. 157, Draven Smith of Atlantic will wrestle for third place. At 165, we're open, but in that championship match, it's going to be Braden Yates of Emmitsburg taking on Mitchell Fisher of Sheldon South O'Brien. 175, we do not have anybody from Atlantic wrestling, but it'll be Landon Halverson of Humboldt taking on Justin Wirtz of Emmitsburg. At 190, Donovan Hedrickson will wrestle for third place, and he'll be taking on Gabe Cosman of Forest City. At 215, it's going to be Traven Thomas. It looks like he got 7th place, so that 215-pound weight class is finalized. And at 285 pounds, Evan Sorensen will be in the championship match taking on Jack Lang of Sheldon South O'Brien.
Boy, not a bad tournament for Atlantic here. I know they were in second earlier to Humboldt, but really great job of the Trojans, and we'll have those results posted a little later on tonight. You can hear from Tim Duff during Atlantic Sports Saturday. Tomorrow morning we'll be talking to him tonight on his way home on the bus as well with our interview that we'll play tomorrow morning. And good stuff for Atlantic there so far, Cody. Halftime brought to you by Olson's BP, your home for great Godfather's Pizza.
It is that time of the year again. You're busy shopping for your love.
Get to the Super Bowl for Globe Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights. Perfect for birthdays, reunions, family and friend get-togethers, and date nights. They even have bumpers and ramps for the little ones. Globe Bowling. All the glow-in-the-dark fun you love. Plus, the friendly competition of bowling makes for a great night. Call Dan to schedule your next party at 243-4656. Globe Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights at the Super Bowl.
Welcome back to Atlantic. The Trojans up 27-0. They led 17-0 after one quarter. Outscored the Rams 10-0 in the second, and they just played great defense, and Glenwood just having trouble getting good shots, Cody. Let's go back to you in that tournament. I know Atlantic, they've got to be right up there in the top two.
Yeah, if you look at the team scoring, Humboldt is in the lead with 270. Atlantic in second there at 213, so a long ways to go. But depending upon those championship matches, you get some bonus points, if you win those. And we should have a pretty good chance. And there's not a lot of head-to-head against the Humboldt kids in the finals. So those will be key matches. 4 cities in third, Emmitsburg in fourth, Sheldon South O'Brien in fifth, and Kemper Catholic in sixth place.
Very good, Cody. We'll have an update coming up after the game as well from Humboldt. Atlantic girls here up 27-0 over Glenwood, and they'll inbounds the ball with Megan Hughes to throw it in. Check that. There we go. I was going to say, it's not like volleyball where you keep the same end. You do switch baskets.
Yeah, and they tried to get the ball.
Yeah, they did. Inbounds to Kirchhoff, runaway second half. Atlantic up 27-0. Kirchhoff spins with the ball back out top to Wiederstein. Baseline Harder. She'll drive the right side all the way underneath. Loops it left side of Kirchhoff. On the dribble drive inside, and she is a jump ball. Nice job by Glenwood. And Kirchhoff attacking the bucket. You got to like that.
Yeah, it's a nice job trying for that kind of hook shot there with that right hand. And it was called jump ball rather than a foul. So
Megan Hughes will throw it in for Glenwood. And a steal by Schrader. Bounce pass to Harder. Way up, and it is good.
That was a perfect pass by Schrader there, even with the left hand kind of behind the defender. Harder was open there underneath the bucket.
Atlantic on a 29-0 run. A steal. Wiederstein to Harder, left side. Schrader back out top to Kirchhoff. Atlantic up 29-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Harder, Wiederstein, right side of Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff inside. Williams back door, shot up and no good. And a foul called on Duncheski. 7:10 to go third quarter. Atlantic up 29-0, and Williams will step to the free throw line for the Trojans. Williams has 4 in the first half. Done a good job inside. Free throw on the way, and it rolls in. Nice touch by Williams. 30-0 Atlantic. Early second half. Williams' second free throw. is in flight, and it is no good. Rebound pulled down nicely by Haley Hughes. So Williams goes 1 for 2. Glenwood with the front court. Smith, right side. McChesney drops the 3. Maggie McChesney gets the first points for the Rams. It's 30-3. So McChesney breaks that 30-0 run with a 3-ball for Glenwood. Atlantic in the front court. They work the ball out top to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff fouled by Johnson. 6:39 to play, third quarter. The Seed Pros scoreboard. Atlantic 30, Glenwood 3. And the 3-ball by Maggie McChesney, the 5'7" sophomore. First points for Glenwood. 17 minutes they went without a point in the game, and we'll see if they can get that jump started on offense. Kirchhoff, top of the circle. Back out top to Wiederstein. She'll dribble left side. Angles it to Schrader. Schrader out top to Harder looking. Harder gets the screen from Williams. Give it a go to Williams off her fingertips. Really a good look.
Yeah, it was a good, nice pass there by Harder up above and just not able to handle that.
That's what you call a pick and roll right there. And it off the fingertips of Williams. I thought Harder's pass was pretty soft. Here comes Hughes. Poked away by Schrader. Run down by Hughes, Megan Hughes that is, and she'll bring it back out top for Glenwood Atlantic in the 2-3 zone. 3-ball, good! How about McChesney again? Now it's 30-6. Back-to-back threes by McChesney. Atlantic with the lead. Here with 5:50 to play, third quarter. Glenwood did not score in the first half. They have 2 3-balls here in the third quarter. Williams loops it out top to Wiederstein. Saved by Harder for going over and back.
That was a great job by Harder hustling there and, not touching down and getting the ball back across that half
showed
court.
some athleticism, didn't she? Kind of nice little air. Good give and go. Williams layup, no good. Schrader out top, found Williams going to the bucket. She got her the ball. And Williams back to the free throw line. I like that ball movement the Trojans have inside, outside in. And Williams' free throw in flight and missed. Atlantic up 30-6. They scored the first 3 here in this second half. Then Glenwood now on a 6-0 run against the Trojans. And we've got a whistle and we've got some water.
There's some blood on the court there.
Oh, I guess. Well, Schrader got hit in the noggin earlier. She's got it.
They'd kind of cleaned that up. It was number 3 for Glenwood that came off the court.
Haley Hughes evidently got it as well. Hey, we'll take a timeout. So we're going to be back in 30 seconds while they clean up the floor on KS 95.7 FM.
Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842
Becker to partner with a team that puts your business needs first.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live stream.
Tom Robinson alongside Cody Weaver as they clean up the blood, and it's been a physical game, really a clean game, with both teams playing very aggressive on defense. Had a couple of bloody noses here in the contest.
I see some cotton balls in both teams, kind of in both nostrils. And Coach Vargason, his hamstring's going to be sore tomorrow from bending over wiping up blood.
He does it all. 30-6, Atlantic with the lead. Leading scorer, all scores, is Megan Schrader. She had 15 first-half points. Peyton Harder for Atlantic has 8 points in the ball game. Katrina Williams with 5. Lila Wiederstein with 2. Zoe Kirchhoff has not scored, but boy, she's been just done a great job of quarterbacking that offense and a good job on the defensive end.
Yeah, and she had some really nice passes earlier there in the game.
5:31 to go as we've got officials timeout to clean up the floor. Atlantic will come out with Katrina Williams at the free throw line. Atlantic up 30-6 here in the ball game. The Trojans win on a 30-0 run. And then Glenwood has scored the last 6 points. And Williams 1 for 3 for the line.
The officials are a little bit confused. That blood timeout, she'd shot one and missed it.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
And they're saying she's going for 2, and they're like,
Yeah, there we go. And good. Okay. Williams now 2 for 4 from the line, and she has 6 points. Atlantic up 31-6. 5:25 to play, third quarter. Johnson across the paint to Doncheski, and she missed the shot, but a foul called on Williams.
Yeah, it'll be Williams' first foul. She's got 6 points in the game so far. Had a good game.
I'll check that. It's Hernandez. Ava Hernandez, a 5'6" freshman, shooting the free throws. Hernandez missed the first one. Glenwood 0 for 3 from the line. Atlantic has shot 6 free throws, and they're 3 for 6. McLaren in. Lila Winterstein comes out. 5:20 to go here in the third quarter. The Seed Pros scoreboard, first of 2. Boys game coming up. Second free throw is no good. Harder snags the rebound for Atlantic. And here comes McLaren across the half-court line. Now we've got a whistle. Not sure the play clock was, or the clock was running.
I'm not sure about that. And the shot clock's down to 31, so I'm not sure what.
Kirchhoff takes the inbounds. McLaren for Atlantic on the near sideline. Has to get out of that trap to Harder. They do a good job of that. Harder top of the circle. Nicely by Johnson. McLaren. Schrader swings it left. Harder looks for Cutter. Finds Williams out top. Williams. Schrader driving. Cut off. Give and go. Harder layup good.
She was wide open there in the center, and a good look there by Schrader.
Boy, it was a great look by Schrader. Atlantic up 33-6. Peyton Harder now with 10 points. And we've got a whistle. I believe a timeout called by Glenwood. 4:42 left. Atlantic up 33-6 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. We're back right after this.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
Happy holidays from your Atlantic Hy-Vee. Our team is ready to make your holiday gatherings a breeze. Need a fruit or veggie tray? Dave Johnson and Produce has just what you need for a perfect occasion. And for stunning floral arrangements or holiday gift baskets, stop by to see David Clausen and our talented floral team. Whether you're planning a feast or looking for festive finishing touches, we're here to help. Celebrate with ease this season. And as always, thank you for shopping your Atlantic Hy-Vee.
Ready for fun.
But All-Atlantic in this one, they jumped out to a 17-0 first quarter lead, a 27-0 lead at the halftime break, and up 33-6 with 4:42 to go in the third quarter. After the Glenwood timeouts, McChesney will throw it in for Glenwood. Looks and gets it in to Megan Hughes. Hughes in the backcourt against Harder. Splits the defense. Pass right side of Johnson. Johnson back out top to Hughes. Megan with it back near side. Doncheski driving back to Megan Hughes. Baseline. Hernandez skip pass near side to McChesney. They'll go to baseline Smith. Smith for 3. Good! Maggie Smith with a triple. 33-9. Atlantic with a lead with 4:13 to go. All 9 points for Glenwood scored in this third quarter in all threes. Glenwood with pressure defense. McLaren gets it after a struggle to get it to the front court. Schrader left side to Harder. Harder looks for a pick, gets it out top.
And that was a good pass by Kirchhoff there. She was kind of fumbling the ball a little bit and just tossed it away right to McLaren.
And a steal by Harder. Her layup is up and good. 12 for Harder. Schrader's 3-ball went air. Glenwood got the rebound. Atlantic got the steal, and Harder put it in. She has a dozen. Schrader has 15 for Atlantic. Glenwood clears the half-court line with 3.5 to play third quarter. Hughes with it. Megan Hughes. Back out top to McChesney. High post to Johnson. In the block. Gets it out top. McChesney, right baseline. Dribble drive to Smith. Layup up. No good. Rebound, Macrina Williams for Atlantic. Out top to McLaren. The sophomore will dribble across the half-court line with 3:10 to go third quarter. Atlantic up 35-9. Kirchhoff high and right. Schrader, Williams, foul cold on Maggie Smith. The 5'7" junior. Atlantic up 35-9. They'll have the ball out of bounds. That's the fourth foul cold on the Rams, and that's just the first foul on Maggie Smith. Inbounds Williams, and it's blocked. Nice job by Smith. Out of bounds baseline. Atlantic will throw it in with 3 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Williams takes the inbounds out to Schrader. Baseline Kirchhoff. She'll launch a three. No good. Rims out. Rebound comes off to Johnson for Glenwood. 2:50 to go. Third quarter. 35-9 Atlantic. Johnson drives. Left baseline Smith for three. No good. Rebound Hernandez. Out top to Hughes. Johnson. Hernandez low block. Turns. Shoots. No. Rebound Kirchhoff for Atlantic. 2:35 to play third. 35-9 Trojans. Pass ahead to McLaren. Baseline Harder. She has 12. Scoops it out to Schrader. She has 15. And lose the handle on the drive left side.
Yeah, just ball kind of got away from a little bit. Coach Vargason calls a timeout here and kind of gathered the troops.
2:22 to go, third quarter. Atlantic up 35-9. We'll take a timeout with them. We're back right after this.
Happy holidays. Yes, it is that time of the year again. You're busy shopping for your loved ones, going to holiday parties, or trying to avoid your in-laws, and you don't know what you're going to eat today. Well, to keep your stomach full and to take on your busy day, make sure to stop into Olson's BP in Atlantic and grab a pizza from Godfather's Pizza. This December, buy any large pizza and get a free 2-liter of soda. Limit of 3. Don't allow food to be another strain on your holiday season. Godfather's Pizza is here for you. Godfather's Pizza and Olson's BP in Atlantic, the Keep You Going store.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
And welcome back to Atlantic. Tom Robbins side, Cody Weaver. Sorry about that little technical issue there when we got her back going again. 1:09 to go in the third quarter. Atlantic at 37-11. And Hernandez for three missed the shot. Rebound comes off to Harder for the Trojans. Atlantic will move to the front courts with 59 seconds to go in the third quarter. The pass near side to Wiederstein. Wiederstein will get out to Harder. On the other side to Kirchhoff down low. Williams, Harder, spinning, layup up. That's no good as she draws the foul. So while I was away, Cody Weaver, I believe Williams had it too.
Williams had it too, and number 4 for Glenwood had two.
Thank you. Maggie Smith had a bucket. That's her first 2-point shot. She has 5. She had a 3-pointer in the ball game as well. Free throw, Harder, good. And Harder, 13 points for Atlantic. Schrader with 15. All those came in the first half. And she had a total of 4 threes. Harder's second free throw. Nice touch by Peyton Harder. Harder now with 14 points for Atlantic. And the Trojans go back on defense. 44 seconds to go here in this third quarter. 40 seconds to go third quarter. Pass ahead. Baseline, driving now in the ball game for Glenwood is Claire Carlo, and she stepped out of bounds. 33 seconds to go here in this third quarter.
That was a good hustle by Schrader there. She knocked the ball out in the middle of the pass there, so it'll still be Glenwood's ball.
Rams have it. They'll take out of bounds along the far sideline with Maya Doncheski, the 5'4 freshman. Now they're going to switch. They're going to have McChesney throw it in. 33 seconds to go. Out top to Doncheski. And McChesney in the right wing. McChesney with it. 27 seconds to go in the third quarter. 39-11 Atlantic with the lead. Driving McChesney. Layup up, and it is good. Maggie McChesney gets the bucket. She has 8 points. A couple of threes. 39-13 Atlantic with the lead. Ball in the front court. Driving is Wiederstein. Out to Williams. Layup good. Katrina.
Nice pass by Wiederstein there, but it was a rocket. Williams did a good job getting control of that, going right back up with it.
And that'll do it here in the third quarter. Atlantic up 41 to 13 of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Hey, we'll be back with more right after the fourth quarter coming up. And, of course, we've got the boys' game coming up as well here on 95.7 FM and our live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
At Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We've been dedicated to our communities for over 35 years. From real estate and ag loans to personal and commercial banking, we offer a full range of financial services tailored to meet your needs. We believe in giving back and being involved in the communities we serve. Stop into one of our 12 convenient locations or visit us at rollinghillsbank.com.
Get ready for a fresh start at Greg Young Atlantic. Our Greg Young Fresh Start program helps you hit the road with confidence, overcome credit challenges with personalized financing, and a wide selection of great vehicles. Visit us today to find your brand new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram. Or check out our huge pre-owned selection at GregYoungAtlantic.com and GregYoungCDJRAtlantic.com. And to apply. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Here at Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
95.7.
41-13 Atlantic with the lead over Glenwood. We go to the fourth quarter. Atlantic led 17-0 after one quarter, 27-0 at halftime. Glenwood had a little bit better offense here as Atlantic outscored them just 14-13. Kirchhoff driving, runner up, no good. And a foul called on the floor on the Glenwood Rams. When you look at the scoring for Atlantic, again, Schrader with 15 points. And Peyton Harder averaging 20. They're averaging 18 coming in, and she's got her points tonight. She has 14 for Atlantic. Katrina Williams did a good job inside too, Cody. Williams with 10 points here in this ball game so far. 7:47 to play. Atlantic will kick it in for the baseline. Kirchhoff will throw it in. And looking in, and she gets it inside to Williams, stolen away. Good defense by Doncheski. They'll get it out top to Maggie Smith. They'll go baseline to Doncheski, back out top to Hughes. Out top, McChesney for 2. Can't get it. Rebound Harder. That might have been a 3 by Doncheski. Atlantic with the ball, bring it across the timeline is Zoe Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff back out top to Peyton Harder. Harder got it by Johnson, top of the circle in that 2-1-2 zone. Harder drives, backdoor. Williams lose the handle. Maggie Smith with a steal for Glenwood, and she'll bring it to the front court. Smith, nice crossover layup, no good. Throwing rebound, putback is no good. Boy, good crossover by Smith. Couldn't get it to go, but she'll earn a couple of free throws here.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to maybe be on Schrader over the back.
So Schrader with the foul. 7:08 to play here in this fourth quarter. Free throw up and no good. And Glenwood yet to make a free throw here in the ball game. Second free throw coming up. And it's good. Maggie Smith in 1 of 2. Underwood beat HSTW in the girls 54-19. Thank you, Chris Varney, who's covering that game over at Boca tonight on KSOM. Atlantic with the basketball, 41-14 the count. And a timeout called by the Rams with 7:05 to play. And we'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this on 95.7 FM and our live video stream, westerniowatoday.com.
Oak Point Wealth Management is making important changes to better serve you. Wealth manager Aaron Friend is proud to announce that Oak Point Wealth has partnered with LBL Financial, providing comprehensive tools and resources to support your financial goals. Aaron remains committed to serving Southwest Iowa with personalized service backed by LBL's dynamic technology and investment platform.
I'm excited to embrace independence and keep my focus on what matters most, my clients' best interests.
Visit www.oakpointwealth.com, 712-207-3521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
Mr. Perfect, he wakes up and proves me wrong. You can't charge a junk battery. Look here, mister. Replace it. I called Atlantic Egg and Auto, gave them make and model, and they have a new battery waiting at the counter. Go. Go now. Here's a Mr. Pibb and peanut M&Ms to tide you over so you don't have to make any stops. Atlantic and Audubon Egg and Auto, your only locally owned CarQuest retail stores. Your go-to for batteries, parts, and sometimes fixing relationship and his hunger problems.
Welcome back to Atlantic. Tom Robinson and Cody Weaver with you. 7:05 to play in this game. And it's 41-14 Atlantic with the lead. Inbounds Kirchhoff, and she gets it into Schrader, hoping it across the half-court line. Schrader had 4 threes in that first half. And a steal by McChesney for Glenwood. Rams will set up in the front, across the paint to Hughes. Back out to Smith. They'll get out top to McChesney on the drive. Cut off by Harder. Nice D. High post and Chesky. Left side to Hughes. And Hughes knocks down the 3. Megan Hughes with the triple for the Rams. Her second 3 of the ball game. 41-17. 6.5 to play. Score brought to the Seed Pros and a steal by Smith. She runs the tight wire and throws it away. Harder has it and travels with it. Turnover Atlantic, back to Glenwood with 6:21 to go. Looks like we've got another timeout called, and I'm not sure it didn't point to who.
I think it's Coach Vargas.
Yep. Atlantic called a timeout. We'll take it with them. We're back right after this.
There's nothing
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
At Seed Pros, our mission is to be your business partner every day of every season.
Pioneer Hybrid International was founded in Iowa back in 1926 and is still American today. Not many other seed providers can make that claim.
We partner with you to continually push the limits by combining elite seed genetics, local infield knowledge, along with customer service second to none.
We are with you from the word go. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knutson, or John Becker to partner with a team that puts your business needs first.
41-17, Atlantic with the lead over Glenwood with still 6:21 to go. We're going to have a late start of the boys' game as well. Our JV game went long. We didn't get started until 6:15 of the girls' varsity contest. Glenwood with the ball, high post. Johnson driving, scoop shot no good, knocked out by Williams. Harder was there with a hand on it as well. So it's going to be Glenwood's ball. There we go. Johnson will take it.
They're trying to figure out who's going to actually throw it in.
Into McChesney. She'll fire a triple. Got it. McChesney with the 3. Her third. She has 11 points. 41-20 Atlantic. All 20 of Glenwood points have come in the second half. Driving Wiederstein. Layup no good, and she's fouled. So Wiederstein will be on the Line, I believe, shooting 2. Lila, not sure. Yeah, there she goes. I didn't know whether she was still driving on the foul or was in the act, and they said she was in the act of shooting. 6 minutes to go here in this basketball game, 41-20. Atlantic with the lead that had 27-0 at a halftime break. Wiederstein's free throw was good. Lila with 3 points. Second one coming up. Glenwood able to put 13 on the board in that third quarter. 7 more here in the fourth. Free throw by Wiederstein is off the back iron. Harden with the rebound for Atlantic. Trojans reset the clock. Kirchhoff high and right. Skip pass to Wiederstein left side. She'll kick it out top to Kirchhoff. Now Schrader, I should say. Give it a go. Wiederstein layup is good. What a great look by Schrader.
A great job there.
Schrader.
Yeah, with the Schrader with the steal there, kind of loses it and goes back the opposite way now with Glenwood.
McChesney layup up and no good on the run. Rebound Williams, 5.5 to play. Atlantic up 44-20, the Seed Pro scoreboard. And Glenwood playing really good defense. It's good to see him get that offense going here in the second half, Cody. Harder cut off of the baseline. We've got a whistle, a foul called on the Rams. That'll be number 2 on Glenwood here in the...
I think that's going to be her 4th foul there on her.
Yep, it's going to be Kirchhoff to throw it in. She'll trigger from the left side of the basket. 5:17 to play here in this fourth quarter. Kirchhoff into Harder, turns, shoots, no foul, Glenwood. Peyton Harder's first, she's 2 for 2 from the line for Atlantic. She has 14 points, will shoot a pair here. She had 54 points total coming in through 3 games on 18 point per game average. She was held to 5 last night at St. Albert. She was averaging 24 going into that game, and well, they put the clampers down on the Trojan Star senior. Llewellyn will check in for Glenwood. Harder's now 3 for 3 from the line with 15 points. And her second free throw is coming up. And she got it. Harder was 16. Atlantic 46-20 with the lead here over Glenwood near the 5-minute mark to go here in this one. Rams have it. Pass ahead. Stolen away by Lila Wiederstein. And she double dribbled. I think she wanted to throw it to Harder.
And I don't think Harder was quite open enough. So.
But boy, it's fun to watch Lila Wiederstein play. She is full throttle all the time. And if you've ever seen her play softball, watch her throw it to second to base. She has a gun for an arm. Glenwood within the front court. Duncheski for 3, and she rounded home. Maya Duncheski with the 3 ball. Glenwood now has 5 threes in the second half. 46-23 Atlantic with the lead. High post Williams giving it a go Harder. Layup up and good. Boy, that is a great play.
Yeah, and again, offensively, Atlantic's doing a good job getting the ball passed around and kind of getting some open shots there underneath the bucket.
Now they're giving it a go. 48-23 Atlantic with the lead. Rams in the backcourt. All 23 of Glenwood's points have come here in this second half, and we've got a whistle turnover Glenwood. It's going to be Trojans ball back the other way. Atlantic led 27-0 at the halftime break. Glenwood scored 23 here in this second half. Atlantic has scored 21. Here's Kirchhoff across the timeline. Gets a screen from Harder. Lobs over to Wiederstein, left side, baseline Schrader. She'll launch a 3. A high rainbow misses. Llewellyn with a rebound for the Rams with 4:13 to play. Pass ahead to Hughes. Megan Hughes back out top. Duncheski to McChesney. Shot no good on the run. Rebound poked to Schrader. Williams ahead. Schrader wide open. Coast to coast. Spins it up and misses. Harder shot is no good. Blocked out of bounds by Wagner.
I'm surprised that wasn't a foul over the back of Harder there.
48-23, and McLaren will come in for Schrader for Atlantic. 2 in double figures with Harder 16 and Schrader 15. Harder takes the inbounds, top of the circle. She'll launch the 3, no good. Williams, Wiederstein, Williams down low. Back to Wiederstein. She'll fire a 3 off the mark. Rebound, Harder, layup good.
That was a nice pass.
Harder with 18. Harder with 72 points in 4 games so far. Atlantic with the ball in the front court. Out top, Kirchhoff, and a foul called on Duncheski, the 5'4" freshman. 3:25 to play, 50-23 Atlantic. And the boys' game coming up is Kirchhoff at the line for the Trojans. Zoe has not scored, but she has done a great job of the point guard. Free throw on the way, good. 51-23 Atlantic on the Seed Pro scoreboard. The by your side to maximize yield from the word go. Contact John Becker, Mark Bentiger, Gary Dinkler, and Nick Knudsen for all your Pioneer seed needs. The second free throw is money for Kirchhoff. 52-23 Atlantic with the lead. Bring the ball across the timeline to Maya Johnson. Megan Hughes, skip pass. McChesney in the top of the circle. Skip pass left side on the drive. And the shot no good by Haley Hughes. Rebound Wiederstein. If she traveled, it's going to be Glenwood's ball. So Atlantic will have it. That will be back on defense. Glenwood has the ball with 3:05 to play. Atlantic just one foul. Glenwood with 5. Kick out top, and McChesney fires, no good. Rebound Wiederstein for Atlantic. Over to Kirchhoff, and she'll bring it across. 52-23 Trojans. Wiederstein baseline to Harder. Back out top to McLaren. Swings it left to Kirchhoff. 2:45 to go. Give and go. Williams layup, no. Rebound Wiederstein, good. Nice follow by Lila. She has 7 points. 54-23 Atlantic. 54-23 Trojans. Seed Pro scoreboard. 2:30 to play. There's a runner, no good, and missed by McChesney. Rebound comes off to Wiederstein. Out to McLaren. Bryn Lamp is going to check in. Jillian Satoff will check in. Addie Friend will check in. Steal by Hughes, layup good. Megan Hughes with her first bucket of the game. 54-25 Atlantic, 2 minutes to play. Trojans ball. Out top McLaren. Right side to Peyton Harder. Harder looking. Holds. Lobs into Williams. Shot up and no good. Williams rebound. Put back is missed. And it comes off to Hernandez for Glenwood. They'll kick it out right side. Hughes. McChesney for 3. Good.
Banked it in.
Maggie McChesney with 4 threes. She has 14 points. 1:34 to play. 54-28 Atlantic. The Trojans bring in on Satoff, Lamp, and Addie Friend. They'll join Wiederstein and McLaren. 1:34 to go. Addie Friend back to Wiederstein, over to McLaren. 54-28 Atlantic. Trojans will even up their record. Lamp shot, no. Rebound comes off to Duncheski. And on the run, driving, layup no good. We got a foul called on Wiederstein as McChesney put her shoulder down and went to the basket.
Yeah, she did. It was a fairly aggressive deal. And
so Maggie McChesney, what a second half she's had. 14 points for McChesney. Free throw is good. All the Rams points have come in the second half. 54-29 Atlantic. Checking back in is Duncheski. And McChesney's free throw made them both. Rattle that one home. McChesney with 16 points for Glenwood. 54-30 Atlantic. We're down to close to a minute to play. Wiederstein out top, right side, Addie Friend. Back out top to Wiederstein. Wiederstein right baseline to Friend. Kick it out, McLaren. Driving. Friend, and threw it away. Coming back the other way.
Had the right idea there, just a little bit of the wrong spot.
Coming up next, Glenwood boys, they're 1-0. They beat TJ in their opener. Atlantic fell short on Tuesday to North Polk. 50-22. Rams put up over 90 points in their win over TJ in their opener. Rams have the ball in the front. They'll get down inside. Shot by Hernandez. Blocked by Addie Friend. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Atlantic's ball.
Yeah, good job by Addie there. Holding her ground there underneath the bucket. And
40 seconds left. Atlantic 54-30. They'll go to 2-2 on the year. They have wins over Glenwood, Denison Sleswig, lost to Pella, and a really good St. Albert team. Trojans in the front court. Addie Friend having trouble finding a cutter, and eventually stolen away by McChesney. But she rolled on her back. It's a travel call. Trojans looking to improve. They'll have Gavin McLaren back tonight. He was ill on Tuesday, and a big miss there for the Trojans. Sawyer Tail, another player that's recovering from a football injury, and they're going to get him back hopefully after Christmas break. Bryn Lamp with it back out top to Satoff. Swings it to McLaren.
4 on the shot clock here.
And a steal by Glenwood, and there's a shot clock, Cody. 3 seconds to go.
Travel. Coming back Atlantic's way.
Over Glenwood. Boys game we coming up. Looks like we'll get that tipped off at about 8:05 right here. We'll hear from Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken as well in the pregame show. McLaren throws it in. Knocked away. 2 seconds on the clock. Atlantic will throw it in again with McLaren. We'll have the wrap up of this game. We'll hear from Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken coming up. Postgame show brought to you by Cass Health. Satoff with it. She'll hold it, and that'll be it. The Trojans with the win tonight, 54. Glenwood 30. Credit the Rams, all their points coming in that second half. Atlantic played some great defense in the first half as well. We'll be back to wrap up the scoring here. Our post-game show is brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors.
Introduce Dr. Jill Polpeter. Dr.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
First win this one 54-30 over the Glenwood Rams. Let's take a look at Atlantic scoring. First of all, they had 3 in double figures. Peyton Harden with 20 points. McKenna Schrader had 15. And Katrina Williams had 10. 7 for Lila Wiederstein and 2 points for Zoe Kirchhoff. I think, Cody, what was impressive about Atlantic was the way they moved the ball.
Yeah, they did a good job passing inside. They were able to kind of pull people out and able to have it open within the bucket there. And there are a lot of quick passes, and they were able to, catch those passes. And in the first half, Glenwood kind of struggled with that and threw the ball away 3 or 4 times. And, McKenna Schrader was fairly hot there on those threes, which helped in that first half kind of grow that lead as well.
Taking a look at the Rams scoring, it was Maggie McChesney with 16. Maggie Smith had 6 points in the game, 3 for Ava Hernandez. Check that. Maya Doncheski with 3 and 2 points for Megan Hughes. Atlantic wins that one 54-30. Final wrap-up coming up. Cass Health brings us our post-game show.
Introduce Dr. Jill Polpeter. Dr. Polpeter is a board-certified family medicine physician who provides care for all ages.
I just want my patients to sit in my exam room and just feel comfortable telling me whatever they need to tell me. I really try to be your partner. I don't tell you what to do, but I will give my guidance and my advice, and then we can kind of decide the plan together.
To make an appointment with Dr. Polpeter, call Cass Health at 712-243-2850.
Welcome back. The boys on the floor right now getting warmed up. Atlantic with a 54-30 win over Glenwood here on the girls' side. And now we go to the boys' game here, Cody Weaver. And tell you what, Glenwood has probably a height advantage here and maybe some experience advantage in this one, but Coach Franken pretty optimistic about getting his team back in the groove again here tonight.
Yeah, getting those key people back in. Had a lot of starting time last year, and having Gavin back in the middle there. He's a big body that is tough to handle, so it'd be nice to have him back there underneath the basket.
Our coaches show is brought to you by McAtee Tire. We'll hear from Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken here in just a little bit. Let's take a look at Glenwood, and just one game for the Rams under their belt here, and also Atlantic as well with the game. But you know what, Glenwood is under Coach Schulte is always impressive. Coach Beeson, the assistant coach, but the guy to watch is going to be Aiden Gibson, Cody Weaver, with 23 points in the first outing, and Drew Schroeder had 12. Jack Johnson with a dozen as well, and Colin Steele with 14. So those guys will certainly keep an eye on them. Before we go to Coach Franken, we might check in on some wrestling as well. Atlantic had a number of wrestlers in that championship match as well, Cody Weaver.
Yeah, at 106 pounds, Keaton Schrader of Atlantic does win it. So he's your champion there at 106 pounds. At 113 pounds, let me refresh here a little bit.
So Schrader, just a freshman, getting that win, and we knew he'd be competitive, but that's a really kind of a notch in his belt.
Yeah, and he won that match. He won that match by fall in a minute 28. Colin Harris is your champ of Atlantic at 113. That was a major decision for Colin at 10-1 decision there in the finals. At 120 pounds, Mason Betts ends up 6th place. He lost that by a 10-9 decision, so close match here for that 5th place. At 126 pounds, it was Owen Mayle of Humboldt with a 7-6 decision over Braxton Haas there in the championship match. And Landon Hagan of Atlantic, a freshman there, with a tech fall over Caleb Hoffman of Carroll Kemper. So he ends up 3rd. So we had a 2nd and 3rd there at 126. At 132 pounds, Carter Hadley ended up 5th place. He won that match by tech fall. In 5:42 at 138, it was Aiden Smith winning by fall in a minute 4 over Tice Clarkin of Humboldt. Both those guys seniors. 144. There must be about where they're at right now. There's no results in the championship match, so we'll catch up with that maybe at halftime.
Calvin Hayes was in the finals, right? At 44, yeah.
Yeah, and they're basically up to about 44 now in the final round. So they're moving right through, and it looks like they're going to be in good time there. It's a long haul kind of up to Humboldt there.
Oh, boy, it is. Well, we're going to check in with Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken. The girls' game, Atlantic wins 54-30, and they go 2-2 on the year. Glenwood falls short. They are 0-2. We're going to hear from Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken. It's brought to you by McAtee Tire. McAtee Tire and Service, your headquarters for all your automotive repairs and Goodyear tires at 100 West 2nd Street in Atlantic. We'll hear from Dalton right after this.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
I don't remember him being an Anderson kid last year.
Yes, yeah, he overshadowed. Welcome back to the McAtee Tire Coaches Show here on KS 95.7 FM and our live video stream, WesternIowaToday.com, powered by Nish.net. Coach Franken joining us. And, Coach, you've got the first game under your belt at North Polk here last week or last Tuesday night, and now Glenwood. So talk about the progress and talk about what you want to see for your team here now from Tuesday to Friday. Do you have a starter back in Gavin McLaren? One of your inside players will make a difference as well.
Yeah, having Gavin back will be huge for us, just in terms of ball movement, scoring ability, both from the perimeter and obviously the interior. He can score at both levels for us, which will be great to have back. Then just looking for our other guys to settle in a little more. Got those first game jitters out of the way, so looking for us to make another jump on the defensive end as well as the offensive end, hopefully too. So we've been focusing in on transition defense. It's still a huge emphasis for us. Continue to emphasize communication on the defensive end. In the ball screen action, back screen stuff. Glenwood will do both of those things, so we need to make sure we're communicating to each other there so we're all on the same page. And then the offensive end, just focusing on, our ball movement, screening, doing a lot of standing, too much standing on the weak side away from the ball offensively. So just trying to clean things up on both ends there, and we're looking forward to the game here tonight against Glenwood.
Coach, defensively, North Polk scored 50, but your team really played pretty well. I know we talked afterwards, and you weren't really disappointed in the way that the defensive effort was at game one, and so there's a lot of positive there. Yeah, and they had, I think, so we turned it over 22 or 23 times, which is way too many, but I think they only scored 11 or 12 points off of our turnovers, but so that's just a testament to our kids. We're turning the dang thing over, but we were getting back and guarding. So was really encouraged with our defensive effort. Obviously, we'll need that same focus and energy on the defensive end against Glenwood. They'll really look to push the pace of the game. They kind of want to ugly it up and get it going up and down, make a track meet out of it. So we need to take care of the ball Friday night or tonight against Glenwood to give ourselves a chance to win down the stretch. Yeah, Coach Franken, you mentioned Glenwood here, and one guy in particular really sticks out on paper, and that was Aiden Gibson, the senior, who scored 23 in that win over TJ, a game in which the Rams scored 92 points. What can you say about Gibson in this offense? Yeah, Aiden's a heck of a player. Probably about 6'4", 6'5", can shoot it, can put the ball on the floor, score at the rim, and then if you try to guard him with a smaller guy, he'll take him down on the post and beat him up down there. So he's someone we need to identify and know where he's at all times on the offensive end. Make sure he's not getting any clean looks. We need to be there on the catch, make him put it on the floor, and meet him with our help defense and make him give the ball up. But yeah, he's a really good player, and he'll be a tough matchup for us. But we'll try to make things as tough as we can on him. And Glenwood, they turned TJ over 22 times, 23 times, 22 or 23 times on Tuesday. Just killed TJ with their press. So we've been working on that the last couple days here in practice. Full court pressure, trying to get our guys in the right spot so we can attack the press and turn that into offense for ourselves. So handling their pressure and taking care of the ball is going to be the key factor for us on Friday night on whether we win or lose. Coach, thank you very much. Great stuff, and look forward to talking to you afterwards. Best of luck tonight. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it. You bet. Dalton Franken, head coach of the Atlantic Trojans. We'll be back with more pregame and the opening tip-off coming up. Our Coach's Show brought to you by McAtee Tire.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Want your back at the shop? We talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back. Tom Robinson, Cody Weaver, game number 2, and we are in a warm-up mode right now. Cody, any more information from that Joe Fitch tournament?
I was just looking at
keep track. Atlantic's doing well up there.
Yeah, looking at the team scores, and it's tightened up a little bit. I think it was 288 to like 213, somewhere in there, and it's 237 now is what Atlantic's got. So 288 for Humboldt, 241 for Atlantic. So it's tightening up, but 40 points is still a lot to make up when you look at it that way. So
good run for the Trojans. They've still have a young team. They just have a couple of seniors and a couple of juniors and a handful of very competitive sophomores, some newcomers as well. Schrader boy, 106, is going to be a competitor for Atlantic.
Tough kid, does a lot of off-season wrestling, goes over to Omaha and wrestled, kind of all season, or all off season, I should say. And, I know in the last couple of years has really improved and gotten himself better and started to beat some of the kids that had beat him at some of the high-level competition in the past. So
we'll keep you updated. We'll hear from Coach Farguson at halftime, and we'll hear from Cody as far as the should finalize that tournament there at Humboldt. We'll take a quick break for station ID. You're listening to high school basketball on KSWI Atlantic.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors.
Points for Atlantic, and they had a tough one against North Polk. Really had some struggles trying to get things going offensively, and Hunter Nelson had 5 points for Atlantic, and Grant Petty had 5 to lead the way for the Trojans. Connor Johnson off the bench had 4 in that game, and then 2 each for Gage Gross, and Shelton Malia had a pair as well. And let's take a look here. If the Trojans will start, Hudson McLaren, Shelton Malia, Grant Petty, Gage Gross, Gavin McLaren back in the lineup tonight as 6'2 junior. We're number 23. We'll get a start for the Trojans here as well. We're going to take one more final timeout. We're back in a minute.
At Outfitters Plus in Atlantic, you'll find all the latest in custom apparel and headwear. Head to Outfitters and work with the design pros to make your customized tees, team apparel, and personalized swag for your business a reality. Whether it's fan apparel for your high school or youth sports teams, your business, or you just want to make something your own, you'll have everyone saying, "Where'd you get that?" Don't forget, Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus.
Get to the Super Bowl for Globe Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights. Perfect for birthdays, reunions, family and friend get-togethers, and date nights. They even have bumpers and ramps for the little ones. Glow Bowling, all the glow-in-the-dark fun you love. Plus, the friendly competition of bowling makes for a great night. Call Dan to schedule your next party at 243-4656. Glow Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights at the Super Bowl, Highway 71 in Atlantic.
Back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live stream.
Welcome back to Atlantic. Tom Robinson, Cody Weaver, our live stream powered by Nishdanet here on 95.7 FM on our radio dial. Go to westerniowatoday.com to watch this one. Go to KS 957 on the video here tonight. Atlantic and Glenwood getting set to square off here. Let's take a look at the starters. First of all, for the Rams, Aiden Gibson, a 6'6 senior, had 23 against TJ on the opener. Drew Schroeder, a 6' senior. Jack Johnson, 6' junior. Colin Steele, a 6'4 junior, and Cole Stout also getting a start for the Rams, a 6'4 junior. For Atlantic, Hudson McLaren, a 6'1 junior. Shelton Amalia getting a start, a 6'4 junior. Grant Petty, 6'1 sophomore. Gab McLaren, a 6'2 junior. Reed Woodward, a 6'3 senior, with the starters for Atlantic. Kurt Schulte, head coach for the Rams. Dalton Franken, head coach for the Atlantic Trojans. Rams come out of their black and gold. They're the same colors as the Trojans. Atlantic will be in their white home jerseys as we get to the starting lineups. There's Colin Steele coming out there on your screen. Cole Stout now coming out. We're number 1 of the front back. Gibson, 6'6" senior. Jack Johnson, 6' junior. Schroeder, 6' senior, being introduced to round out the lineup for the Glenwood Rams. And there you have it. Gibson, Schroeder, Johnson, Steele, and Stout for Glenwood. They go 6'6", 6', 6'4", 6'4". For Atlantic, Hudson McLaren, a 6'1" junior. Sheldon Molly, a 6'4" junior. Grant Petty, 6'1" sophomore. Gab McLaren, a 6'2" junior. And Reed Woodward, a 6'3" senior. The opening tip-off is brought to you by the First Whitney Bank. And we're going to go ahead and break away and get that opening tip-off. Brought to you by the First Whitney Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. First Whitney Bank.
Business is your business.
Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to broadcast. We're getting set for the First Whitney Bank opening tip-off. Hudson McLaren, Shelton Amalia, Grant Penny, Gavin McLaren, Reed Woodward. The starters for Atlantic on your screen. McLaren, number 4. Amalia, number 10. Grant Penny, 15. Gab McLaren, number 23. And Woodward, 24. And for Glenwood, Aiden Gibson, 3. Drew Schroeder, number 23. Jack Johnson, 4. Colin Steele, 0. And Cole Stout, number 1. Cody Weaver. See what happens here. And Glenwood with the put up over 90 points in their opener. Atlantic just 22, and Coach Franken hoping to get that offense obviously rolling here tonight.
Yeah, make a difference with Gavin, I said, underneath the bucket there. You got the height and the size. Nobody's going to, push him around here. And had the national anthem, before the girls' game, so we're ready to tip off here.
Aiden Gibson will jump it up for Glenwood and Shelton Amalia for Atlantic. A 6'6" Gibson, a 6'4" Molia. Here we go, a boys game coming up at 8:05. And the tip controlled by Gibson in the hands of Johnson, and Jack will bring it across for the Rams as we're underway in this one. Screen put on by Stout. They'll get it inside to Aiden Gibson, the 6'6" post. Right side dribble drive for Johnson. And the kick out top goes in the backcourt. They want to go to Colin Steele and a turnover Glenwood. And Atlantic will have the ball on the turnover. Grant Petty will throw it in. 11 seconds into this one. Your score brought to you for the Seed Pros. By your side to maximize yields from where to go. Inbounds out top to Hudson McLaren. Glenwood in a man defense. McLaren guarded by Jack Johnson, top of the circle. High post, Gavin McLaren. He's picked up by Stout. Back out to Hudson McLaren. He'll swing it left to Molia. Molia back to McLaren, top of the circle. Looked at the tray. Stout was right there. Now goes inside to Woodward. Woodward turns, shoots, no good. And a foul called on Molia. The rebound comes off to Colin Steele, Cody Weaver. But, just that opening possession, Atlantic looked a lot more organized.
Yeah, they looked good. And, Woodward was open there in the inside. And a great pass by Gavin.
7:27 to play here in this first quarter of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Rams with the basketball. They'll bring it out top. On the drive, Steele. Leaves it off. Left side to Johnson. Steal by Molia. He'll take it down. Layup up and good. Atlantic up 2-0. Right out of the gate. Glenwood with the ball back. Kick out top to Stout. He'll fire a 3. No good. Rebound tapped in by the Rams, Aiden Gibson, but Atlantic saves it. Petty along the side and outside the McLaren. Hudson, Woodward down low. Bounce pass, Petty, short J, good! Atlantic up 4-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard.
Yeah, and Petty, I was watching him warm up. He was hitting some long balls there, too.
Atlantic on the defensive end. Glenwood, Aiden Gibson with the top of the circle. Give it a go inside to Schroeder. Layup good by Drew Schroeder. Good drive. It's 4-2. Atlantic with the lead. And the ball, and a foul is going to be called on Steele. That's the first foul on the Rams. 6:26 to go, first quarter. Atlantic up 4-2 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Petty will throw it in. That's McLaren takes the inbounds to the backcourt. McLaren and Mullion Woodward camp out underneath. Mullion breaks out left wing, takes the pass. Mullion looks McLaren. Free throw line, step back, looked at the three. Fires right wing, Petty. Back out McLaren, 6:10 to go, first quarter. Atlantic up 4-2, bounce inside to Woodward. He'll muscle one up. He got it. Atlantic up 6-2. On the Seed Pro scoreboard, Rams to the front court. Johnson with it. Out top, spinning. Schroeder shooting, no. Schroeder rebound, jump ball. Atlantic will have the arrow going right to left. 5:48 to go, first quarter. Trojans up 6-2 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Three players scoring. Mullion, Petty, and Woodward. Pass ahead to McLaren. Across the timeline of Mullion. He'll break the press. Layup. Good! And one. Mullion with 4. He gets the free throw. Second foul on Glenwood here in the first quarter. Atlantic up 8-2 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. And Mullion will shoot free throws. The first one up, and it is in and out, no good. Rebound Rams. Gibson with the rebound. They'll get out top to Jackson Johnson. Gibson, 6'6", a shooter for three, and Gibson knocks it down.
Yeah, you talk about him scoring all those points against TJ, and it's he had a wide open shot there.
8-5 Atlantic. Drive McLaren, has the ball knocked away, picked up by Johnson. Johns will take it down inside. Nice crossover, missed the shot. Rebound McLaren for Atlantic. He'll bring it to the front. 5 minutes to play, first quarter. Atlantic up 8-5. McLaren out top to Petty. He'll launch the three, no good. Rebound comes off to Woodward, and we're gonna have a jump ball. Nice shot by Reed Woodward. Also in there was Cole Stout for Glenwood. Under 5 to play, first quarter. Boy, what a difference a game makes. This Trojan offense is much more organized. They lead 8-5. Had an 8-2 early run. Glenwood the front court. Johnson top of the circle. Man-to-man defense put on by Atlantic. Gets the pick. Kick out top to Gibson. Gibson goes to work against Mullion. Now give it a go. Johnson, layup good. Foul Atlantic. Nice pass by Gibson to Johnson.
And just like that, it's 8-7 with a chance to tie it here.
Johnson with a free throw. He's 2 points. Gibson 3, Schroeder 2. And for the tie, Johnson the free throw line for the Rams. It's up and it's good. We're tied at 8. 6-0 run by Glenwood to get back in this one. And Atlantic gets the press. Woodward down and inside. Back out to Gavin McLaren. He'll step back, fire the three, no good. Rebound Mullion for Atlantic. He'll bring it out. Hudson McLaren, top of the circle. 4:24 to go. First quarter, 8-8 ball game. Hudson McLaren, right wing, gets a screen, goes baseline. Into McLaren, shot up and good. Gavin McLaren with the bucket for Atlantic. Welcome back, Gavin. And driving is Johnson. Inside, Stout. They go to the baseline to Schroeder. Driving, kicking left. Johnson on the move, near side. Stout for three, off the mark. Rebound, Mullion for Atlantic. Trojans by 2, give it a go Woodward. Ricochets back to Schroeder. Out to Gibson, he'll stop. Pop the three, no good. Rebound inside, layup up, no good by Johnson. A foul called on Atlantic. Trojans up 10-8 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 3:40 to go first quarter.
Yeah, that one will be on Petty, it looks like.
So Atlantic with 3, Glenwood with 2 here in the first quarter. Brad Petty with his first. And at the line is Cole Stout for Glenwood. And the free throw is good. They're 2 for 2. Glenwood 2 for 2 from the line. It's a 10-9 Atlantic lead. A couple of substitutions now in. It's Landon McGoldrick is in. Also checking in is Bryce Keller for Coach Schulte. Second free throw is good by Johnson. Or Cole Stout, rather. And the Rams 3 for 3. We're at 10-10 right now. Trojans with the basketball. Grant Petty in the backcourt. Pass ahead to McLaren. Back across the timeline to McLaren. And we got a foul called on that trap. Good defense by Glenwood. Atlantic will inbounds from the right side. Grant Petty will throw it in. 3:29 to go here in this first quarter. Tied at 10. Score brought to you by the Seed Pros. Here comes Hudson McLaren. Across the timeline. Glenwood in a man. Baseline Molia. Molia across the court to Petty. He'll fire the 3. Too deep. Rebound Johnson. Foul on Woodward. That's number 4 in Atlantic.
Woodward doesn't even get upset. He just keeps walking down the court. He's not looking back to see what's laying on the floor, what's scattered, anything.
He just, it was an aggressive play. It wasn't dirty or anything like that, but you're right. He just kept on and walking. 10-10 ball game. Glenwood of basketball. Front court. Top of the circle. Driving Johnson. Layup no good. Foul on Atlantic. That might be on Woodward.
Yeah, there's going to be
3:04 to play, first quarter.
That's Woodward's second.
Yeah, he's
already here.
So Reed with 2 fouls, and Jack Johnson to the free throw line. Johnson with 3 points. He's 1 for 1 from the line. He's makes it 2 for 2. Glenwood 4 for 4 in free throws here early. Gage Gross will check in. Woodward out, so it'll be a smaller lineup. Molia will go down under, and Petty will play a forward, probably a 3 spot. 11-10, Glenwood now by 1. 3:04 to go. Free throw on the way. It is good. Johnson with 5 points. 3 for 3 at the line. Atlantic breaks the press. Gab McLaren, top of the circle. 12-10, Glenwood with the lead. 2:53 to play first quarter. Hudson McLaren, top of the circle for Atlantic, gets a screen. Angles right, baseline right, stops, ball poked out of his hands. McLaren gets it back for the Trojans. Off to Molia in an awkward way.
Molia was in the right spot there at the right time.
McLaren drives, layup no, rebound Gibson. Got a foul called on Gibson.
And that's going to be his second, I believe. Now it looks like it's going to be his first.
So Gavin McLaren will go to the free throw line. It's a 12-10 Glenwood lead. Coach Schulte goes to his bench even deeper here. It's going to be Xavier Bowmaker to come in. McLaren's free throw good. Gavin with 3 points. 12-11 Glenwood's lead is cut to 1. Stout will come out for the Rams. In the ball game is Bowmaker. Where's number 25? Gavin McLaren's free throw is good. He made them both. McLaren with 4. We're tied at 12. On the Seed Pros scoreboard, 2:25 to play. First quarter, Johnson. Right side pass goes to McGoldrick. Back out to Gibson, top of the circle for Glenwood. Pulls up, elbow jumper. It's good. Gibson with 5. Atlantic with the ball with 2:07 to play first quarter. Down 14-12. Baseline Molia, wraparound layup. Good!
Great touch there by Molia. Kind of a hustle pass there, but able to use that left hand on the backside there and knock it in.
We're tied at 14 first quarter. Gibson top of the circle. Driving at Molia, and Molia pokes it away. Boy, I'm surprised Malya did not play last year, but
he is impressive this first quarter. I mean,
when you miss a year in basketball,
his height and touch and everything, and I think he had some leg issues last year. Maybe that was this year during football season. And
he did.
He looks good.
Glenwood in the front court, shot up no good by McGoldrick, and a foul called on Atlantic with 1:39 to play here in the second quarter. So McGoldrick will go to the free throw line, and he'll shoot 2. 14-14. Atlantic jumped out an 8-2 lead, then Glenwood got it evened up, and it's been step for step the rest of the way. Free throw good by McGoldrick. Boy, Glenwood, they're perfect from the line right now. 6 for 6. 15-14 lead of the Seed Pros scoreboard for the Rams. 1:39 to go first quarter. Second free throw money. 16-14. Rams with a 2-point lead. Atlantic comes to the front court. Out top, Hudson McLaren. Out to Grant Petty, back to McLaren, top of the circle. Gross, baseline Malya. Out to McLaren, right side Gage Gross. Gross McLaren, a steal by Johnson. Coast to coast layup good. Jack Johnson, 7 points in the first half. The Rams up 18-14. 1:02 to play here first quarter. That's McLaren, top of the circle, angles left of the dribble. Back out top to Petty. The sophomore drives in, nice crossover, shot blocked out of bounds by Bowmaker. Atlantic will keep it with 51 seconds to go first quarter. Rams up 18-14. McLaren to McLaren. Gross to the top. On the drive, Gage Gross. Left side, Petty picked up by Bowmaker. Petty wheels and deals inside. He's fouled. That's probably going to be on Keller.
Yeah, it was on number 12 there.
Yeah. Oh, wait, check that. So it's going to be on Atlantic here. They're going to have to... yeah, it was not on Keller. They're going to bring in Hunter Nelson, I believe. And they're not... There we go. They got it recognized. So Nelson will be in for Hudson McLaren with 41 seconds to go first quarter. Rams up 18-14. And the throw in by Hunter Nelson. Hit 5 the other night to McLaren. Shot blocked by Gibson. 38 seconds to go first quarter. Hudson McLaren out. Hunter Nelson in. He'll throw it in to Gage Gross, top of the circle. Gross guarded closely, has to get out of trouble, throws it away.
And
steal and a run up by McGoldrick. Gibson layup good. Yeah, Gibson was 7, 20-14. Rams start to open things up here late first quarter. Coach Frank had to call it for one shot. 18 seconds to go in the first, 20-14. The lead is Glenwood's on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Gross off the screen right, 9 seconds, 8, fires a triple at 7. No good. The rebound pulled down by Bowmaker. Pass at Goldrich for 3, no good, that's it. 2014, Rams on top. We're back in 95.7 FM.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
Happy holidays from your Atlantic Hy-Vee. Our team is ready to make your holiday gatherings a breeze. Need a fruit or veggie tray? Dave Johnson in Produce has just what you need for a perfect occasion. And for stunning floral arrangements or holiday gift baskets, stop by to see David Clausen and our talented floral team. Whether you're planning a feast or looking for festive finishing touches, we're here to help. Celebrate with ease this season. And as always, thank you for shopping your Atlantic Hy-Vee.
Back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7.
And welcome back to Atlantic. We start the second quarter. Glenwood up 20-14. Atlantic led 8-2 early, and Glenwood just breaking away here late. Shelton Molly with 6 for Atlantic. Gavin McLaren with 4. Reed Woodward with a pair. Rams have it in the front court. They work the ball left side to Keller. The steal by the Trojans. Gavin McLaren.
Amalia there was able to kind of tip that down. McLaren recovers that.
McLaren for deep 2, no good. Rebound run down by Aiden Gibson. Glenwood to the front court. Just underway second quarter. 2014, pass low, and McLaren's gobbles it up for Atlantic. Out to Woodward, ahead to Malia, down the front court. Malia in the paint, out to Woodward. He'll take the 3, no good. Rebound ripped down by Bryce Keller. He'll bring it across. Keller goes the baseline to Schroeder. Back out top to Gibson. Gibson leaves it off for Stout, left wing. Stout on the dribble drive, pulls up. Cut off by Woodward. He gets it out to Gibson. He'll set up and shoot a 3. Good. Gibson
barely any motion there.
Just a step back, set shot 3. 23-14. Rams open up a 9-point lead over Atlantic at the Seed Pros scoreboard. McLaren takes it high and right for the Trojans on the dribble drive baseline. Tamalia, baseline triple, line drive, no. Woodward rebound. He'll put it up, no. Gets it back. Contested again by Gibson. Aiden Gibson contested that shot twice. And the Rams have the front court. Gibson high and left. Pulls up, launches a shot. It is no good. Rebound poked out to Gibson. Gobbled up by McLaren for Atlantic. Out to Hudson McLaren, 6:20 to go first half. Atlantic up 23-14, or Glenwood, 23-14, the Seed Pros scoreboard. Grant Petty, backdoor McLaren. He'll lay it up and in.
Great pass there to McLaren, and it's inside.
23-16. Rams with the lead, and McLaren with 6 points. Another foul of the Trojans on the other end.
Yeah, that one's going to be on, I think, Reed Woodward there. That's going to be his 3rd.
Yeah, he's got 3. The throw-in coming up by the Rams. It's going to be Schroeder throwing it in baseline left. So Reed goes out. Petty is in there. Hunter Nelson back in. Schroeder's throw in. Way out top. Picked up out top by McGoldrick. And we've got trap inside, and we've got a jump ball.
That was a good job by Atlantic there on the defensive side to get that jump ball and not get a foul called.
So the Trojans will throw it in. Grant Petty will fire it in for the home team. Down 23-16 to the Rams on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 5:53 to play first half. Gonna have to go to the sideline here, and it's gonna be Trojans ball. There we go. So Grant Petty will throw it in to McLaren. Gab McLaren, Molia, and Hunter Nelson go down to the front court. And Hudson will bring it across the timeline methodically with under 6 minutes to play second quarter. 23-16, Rams on top. Nelson with it, high and left. Back out to McLaren, Gavin on the drive inside. Baseline Petty, shoots a 3, no good. Rebound to Molia, good hustle. Hudson McLaren comes up with it for Atlantic. Good hustle play both sides. McLaren high and right. McLaren, Gavin for 3, no good short. And the rebound ripped down and brought to front by Schroeder. He'll whip it ahead, and then McLaren with a steal. Out to Hudson McLaren front court. Hudson, Malia, left side, Hunter Nelson. Back out top to Gavin McLaren. He'll take it to the hoop. Shot block and a foul called on Glenwood. 5:04 to play second quarter. Glenwood up 23-16 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. A couple of subs coming back in, a couple of starters. Aiden Gibson will be one of them. Gavin McLaren will shoot a pair for Atlantic. First free throw on the way, and it is good. Gavin averaged just under 13 points a game a year ago. He has 7 points here in the first half for Atlantic. Second free throw is on the way, in flight, no good. And the rebound, Molia for Atlantic. Throws it away, Gibson has it.
Good hustle by
man.
him. He just, there was no Atlantic guy there.
Jack Johnson out top to steal, launches one, no. Molia gets the rebound off the ricochet from Petty. Gab McLaren back to Petty, he'll take it to the rim. Follow by Jay from 10, no good. Rebound comes off the steal. Out to Gibson for Glenwood in the front court. Gibson, baseline, Schroeder, layup, no, foul Petty. 4:33 to go, first half. So Drew Schroeder will go to the line. He has 2 points. 6 players have scored for Glenwood. 4 players have scored for Atlantic. Schroeder's first free throw is in and out, no and good. Boy, Glenwood has been perfect for the line here this first half. 8 for 8. Schroeder's free throw, make it 9 for 9. And it's 25-17 Rams on top. Timeout call by Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken. We'll take it with them. We're back right after these.
Get ready for a fresh start at Greg Young Atlantic. Our Greg Young Fresh Start program helps you hit the road with confidence, overcome credit challenges with personalized financing, and a wide selection of great vehicles. Visit us today to find your brand new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram. Or check out our huge pre-owned selection at GregYoungAtlantic.com and GregYoungCDJRAtlantic.com. And to apply. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Here at Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Oak Point Wealth Management is making important changes to better serve you. Wealth Manager Aaron Friend is proud to announce that Oak Point Wealth has partnered with LBL Financial, providing comprehensive tools and resources to support your financial goals. Aaron remains committed to serving Southwest Iowa with personalized service backed by LBL's dynamic technology and investment platform.
I'm excited to embrace independence and keep my focus on what matters most, my clients' best interests.
Visit www.oakpointwealth.com, 712-207-3521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
Basketball on KS 95.7.
25-17 Rams with the lead with 4:33 to go in the first half of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Glenwood comes out with the Schroeder, Jack Johnson, Steele, Gibson, and off the bench, Xavier Bowmaker. Atlantic with Nelson, Amalia, Gavin McLaren, Hudson McLaren, and Grant Petty. Trojans have the ball with 4.5 to go first half. 25-17 Rams with the Seed Pro scoreboard. McLaren lobs right side of McLaren. Gavin with it, back to Nelson Hunter. Gavin McLaren, he almost throws it away. Gavin hustles after it. Clears it out to Hudson. Baseline Nelson. Back to Hudson, 12 on the shot clock, and we've got a whistle, a illegal screen called by Gavin McLaren. Moving screen.
That's going to be a foul, though, correct?
Yeah, that's a foul. So it's going to be a shooting, or it's not a shooting foul, and that's just the 3 on Atlantic. So Trojans back on defense. Aiden Gibson, top of the circle. Steele with it, left wing. Johnson has it almost stolen away. Steele wide open. Top of the circle is Gibson for 3. Got it.
That was a deep one there.
Gibson with a downtown 3. He has 13 points first half. Or check that, 14. 28-17 Glenwood. Atlantic in the front. Molia throws it away. Schroeder, Johnson, Gibson, Johnson down the left side. Layup no good. Rebound is Atlantic. It's going to be a foul on Atlantic, I believe. And they got Gibson for 14.
That'll be first foul on Hunter Nelson.
Yeah, first on Nelson. Yeah, check that. He has 3 threes for 9 points and a couple of field goals. Here's a shot for 3, no good, to put up by Bowmaker. Rebound Gibson. Fall away Jay is no good. Bowmaker with the board. He can't get it to go. And rebound Petty. 3:21 to go, third quarter. Atlantic with a basketball. Down by 11, 28-17, the Seed Pro scoreboard. Hudson McLaren, right side of Petty. Petty back to McLaren, right baseline. Petty guarded out by Steele. Back out Grant Petty. Hudson McLaren, a foul call on Steele. 2 on Glenwood this quarter. 4 in Atlantic. So throw in by Hudson. Oh, no, Grant Petty will throw it in. 28-17, 11-point lead for Glenwood. They'll take out the midcourt line, and Petty will toss it in for the Trojans. Out top, McLaren. Glenwood led 20-14 after 1. They've outscored Atlantic 8-3 here in this stanza. Trying to go baseline to Gavin over his head. Turnover Trojans. And the ball belongs to Glenwood. Jack Johnson will bring it across the timeline. They'll slow it down with 2:45 to play first half. Johnson, Schroeder, back to Gibson. He'll swing it left to Steele. 3-point shot, no. Rebound Bowmaker, and he's fouled on the shot by Molia. 2:34 to play here in this first half.
Glenwood's, they're subbing a lot of guys off their bench, so they're staying fairly fresh.
Yes, they are.
And Atlantic's brought quite a few in as well, but
that's because of foul issues, I think,
yes,
a lot of it too,
yeah.
Cody. But Bowmaker's free throw was good. Second free throw, no. Rebound McLaren for Atlantic.
Good job by McLaren there. That ball was headed out of bounds.
Yeah.
He was able to throw it back in and to an Atlantic.
2:29 to go here in this first half. 29-17, Rams by 12 of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Hudson McLaren brings it across for the Trojans. Guard out top by Schroeder. McLaren angles right, leaves it off for Petty, right wing, 18 the shot clock. Baseline Hudson McLaren, back out to Petty. Petty looks inside, and a steal by Aiden Gibson. Schroeder tipped it away ahead to Jack Johnson. Out top, and 3 by Bowmaker, no, when it goes out of bounds. Atlantic gets it back with 2:02 to go in the first half.
Yeah, Atlantic's got to, minimize those turnovers. It's definitely hurting them.
And that's going to be a timeout. His substitute for Glenn will be Lana McGoldrick, and a timeout called. And we'll take it with them. We're going to be back in a minute on 95.7 FM and live video streamed on Western.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
The Super Bowl in Atlantic is a great place to have your next celebration. Birthday parties, family outings, date nights, or just hanging out with friends. The Super Bowl is the place to be. With Glow Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights and ramps and bumpers for the kids, anyone can have a blast at the Super Bowl. Call Dan today at 243-4656 to reserve your lane and get ready for fun.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
2:02 to go here in this first half. Atlantic down by 12. The Rams 29-17, the Seed Pro scoreboard. Grant Petty will throw it in for Atlantic. Aiden Gibson 14. Johnson 7. For Atlantic, Gab McLaren leads the scores with 7. Molia with 6. Hudson McLaren right side, Hunter Nelson to the back, and he has it tipped away by Schroeder. Scooped up by McGoldrick. Johnson right wing, beyond the arc. And Molia with a steal. They wanted to go inside. Aiden Gibson, Molia with a steal. Atlantic was in the front court. McLaren, Petty a deep 3, no good. Rebound Gibson, the 6'6". Post player skies over everybody. And they get it right wing to McGoldrick. Down inside and muscles one up. Stout in and out. Petty rebound for Atlantic. Kick out to Hudson McLaren. On the move, McLaren left baseline. Hunter Nelson. Back out top to Hudson. 1:12 to go first half. 29-17 Rams by a dozen with the Seed Pros scoreboard. Swing right. Petty for three. Got no good off the bank. Rebound Aiden Gibson for Glenwood. They have Gibson for 14. They'll give it off top at the circle. Jack Johnson brings it across. I don't know, Glenwood, I believe all their hair is bleached, right? I mean, all blonde hair out there.
I don't think there's that many blonde-headed kids.
Schroeder wheels, deals, misses. And the rebound comes off the McGoldrick. His shot no good. Petty rebound, a Stout foul.
Yeah, and I mean, it's right now, Glenwood definitely has got the reach advantage and the height advantage, and they're intercepted some passes, and Atlantic's having a hard time, passing the ball unless it's on the outside and kind of perimeter.
And what, as you mentioned, Cody, going to their bench fairly deep. Atlantic with the basketball, they'll bring it across the timeline. They played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players in this first half. 20 seconds on the clock, first half. Here's Hudson McLaren. Back out top to Petty. 29-17 Rams with a 12-point lead. Hunter Nelson into Gavin McLaren. He'll muscle one up and good. And Gavin with 9. 29-19. 4 seconds. Johnson drives it 2, lays it up at 1, and makes the shot. Johnson with 9. And Glenwood leads 31-19 here at the halftime break. They outscored Atlantic 11-5 after leading 20-14 after one quarter. Halftime coming up. It's brought to you by Olson's BP, your home for Godfather's Pizza.
Just when you think he's Mr. Perfect, he wakes up and proves me wrong. You can't charge a junk battery. Look here, mister. Replace it. I called Atlantic Egg and Auto, gave them make and model, and they have a new battery waiting at the counter. Go. Go now. Here's a Mr. Pibb and peanut M&Ms to tide you over so you don't have to make any stops. Atlantic and Audubon Egg and Auto, your only locally owned CarQuest retail stores. Your go-to for batteries, parts, and sometimes fixing relationship and his hunger problems.
BP and Olson's Fuel. We're joined by Atlantic head coach Dan Vargason. As Atlantic, well, first of all, Coach, explain what we're doing here at halftime.
Yeah, so we actually took the girls over to Simpson College and watched Haley Rasmussen play, and we stole this idea at the Booster Club. Chucking some ducks right now, trying to win some money. So closest to the target wins half the money tonight. First game, I think, was $90.
Oh, wow.
So it's a cool little deal. Kids get to have some fun throwing ducks and make a little money tonight.
What about, they've got one in there.
Yes,
well, Coach, really a terrific first half. You jumped out early, 27-0. It's the first half. What can you say about the defense, first of all?
Yeah, our defense was fantastic tonight. That's something we've really been emphasizing, is to play better defense this year. When we've had good teams and we've competed for the Hawkeye 10 and made good postseason runs, it started with our defense, not our offense. This season we played better on the offensive side, and we've needed to come around in the defense. And last night I thought we played well defensively at St. Albert, and offensively we were a little bit weak. And then tonight we came out and our defense was good, our offense was good. So I was very happy the way that we played, particularly in the first half.
Well, your ball movement was fantastic. Your pick and rolls, I called them. Your high-low game, I mean, you had Harder had her 20. Schrader had 15 the first half, but Katrina Williams had 10. You know, really organized an offense as well.
Yeah, I mean, everything we called tonight worked. That was what was nice. The execution was there, and we have the players that when they get into the offense and do what we're calling, they're talented enough to make it work. And it's just been trying to get the system in place the last year. We were young last season. That excuse has come and gone. Now we just got to, have the discipline to execute. And offensively we did. We went high-low, low-high, inside-out. We had transition points. We scored every which way. And, we didn't have Peyton Harder missing a shot tonight. And last night she couldn't buy a bucket. I think she was 2 of 12. And then tonight, perfect from the floor. So that's the kind of bounce back you want to see. But, McKenna Schrader, when they were collapsing in, we were getting the kick-out threes, and she was knocking it down. A player of the game for me was Lila Wiederstein. Yeah. She had 2 early fouls, and that could really do something to you mentally, and it didn't. She came in, and she played lights out in the second, third, and fourth. She was getting steals. She was frustrating people. She was getting rebounds, and just all over the place and causing issues, not letting them get the ball in the middle of the floor defensively. And I thought she was a great player for us as well tonight. So I was really happy with the way that we played. And another player who didn't light up the stat sheet, but Zoe Kirchhoff getting us into the, especially when they started pressuring us. People do not understand how important a point guard is in high school basketball. She was getting us organized. She kept her composure when they cranked up the pressure, and she wasn't turning the ball over in the second half when they ramped it up, and that really helped us coast in the second half.
Well, I'm going to circle back, though. 27-0 in the first half. You shut out a team. How'd you do it?
Well, the biggest thing was just being organized on defense, having our hands up, just rotating. We've had times where our rotations haven't been there, and we did a really nice job of moving and being disciplined on the backside. When they were trying to throw it backside on a skip, we were tipping it, we were getting steals, or forcing them to take long shots. And we saw in film they really were struggling to shoot the ball, so we wanted them to have to shoot. And there's a little bit of luck to that. When you force a team to shoot from the outside, you're taking your chances. And, I like gambling a little bit, and I thought it paid off tonight, and kept coming up 7s for them in the first half. And then the other side of that, though, is rebounding. And we rebounded the ball well and did not give them second chances, and we only put them at the free throw line twice, and they didn't make either of those. So when you play lockdown defense, rebound and don't foul, that's a good combination. I never thought we'd shut a team out. I'll be honest, it felt good. I think that was the first time I've smiled mid-game in a long time. One thing I'm really proud of for our girls, that's the first time since 2009 we beat Glenwood. We asked the girls in the locker room about it, and over half the girls weren't born yet. So the last time we beat them, these girls weren't born. And I've been coaching basketball here a long time and seen a lot of girls get just beat pretty ruthlessly by this program. And, they laugh while they do it. And so to see it the other way where we got to feel pretty good at half and come out and just close the game, it felt really good. And not in a cocky way. It just felt good after you'd been beat so long by a team to get the monkey off your back and just be able to have a little bit of enjoyment and get that back in. It's a conference game. So we're 1-0 in the Hawkeye 10.
Yeah, and I know that counted, but you also really 2-0 because you beat Denison and you beat Glenwood. Now you got Clarinda on Tuesday as you shoot for a Hawkeye 10 conference title.
Yeah, and that is a conference game as well. So their score tonight, they played St. Albert and got beat 57-29. So we got beat by them 55-29 last night. I know you can't compare apples and oranges. It's not the transitive property in sports. That never works. But we're going to watch film. They're a talented basketball team. They've got some size to match up with us. They've got good guard play. They're athletic. They're going to try to turn us over. So it's basketball. You got to execute. You can't go into a game and just expect to win. I know our girls really want to beat them, but we talked about you can't go in emotional because you want to beat a team. You have to go play. And right now, the way we're playing basketball, first half last night, both halves tonight, we're playing good basketball. We're going to continue to get better. We feel good about what we have. We have for a while. And, I just love the intensity our girls are playing with. They're really coachable. This is the most fun I've had in a while. Last year, this year, great group of kids. Just love coming to the gym every day and seeing them bring it. Just great kids.
Very good. Coach, thanks a bunch. Great win tonight, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Sounds good. Thank you, Tom.
All right. Coach Dan Vargason, he'll be in tomorrow morning as well to recap the week and get us set up for next week. The Trojans, 2-2. They've won their 2 conference games so far. Just one counted so far, but 2-0. And Atlantic head coach Dan Vargas, and congrats to coach and the team for that win here. Cody Weaver's going to have some wrestling stuff, but first this for our halftime sponsor, Olsen BP.
Yes, it is that time of the year again. You're busy shopping for your loved ones, going to holiday parties, or trying to avoid your in-laws, and you don't know what you're going to eat today. Well, to keep your stomach full and to take on your busy day, make sure to stop into Olson's BP in Atlantic and grab a pizza from Godfather's Pizza. This December, buy any large pizza and get a free 2-liter of soda. Limit of 3. Don't allow food to be another strain on your holiday season. Godfather's Pizza is here for you. Godfather's Pizza and Olson's BP in Atlantic, the keep you going store.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball.
Welcome back to Atlantic. Tom Robinson with Cody Weaver. Big thanks and congratulations to Atlantic head girls coach Dan Vargason. Atlantic girls winning that one here tonight, 54-30. They led 27-0 at halftime. Cody, let's pick up the wrestling.
Yeah, Atlantic ended up with 6 champs there at the Humboldt Joe Fitch Invitational. Team score-wise, they tightened the gap up. Humboldt had 293.5, and Atlantic came in at 258.5. So tightened that up quite a bit from what it was before that last round. When we go through the individual weights, 106 pounds again, Keaton Schroeder was your champ, winning by fall at 1:28 from Atlantic. 113, your champ was Colin Harris. He had a major decision, winning by 10-1 score. At 120, it was Mason Betts of Atlantic coming in 6th place. At 126, Braxton Haas came in 2nd place, lost a 7-6 decision. And your 3rd place match, Landon Hagan, won by Tech Fall. Jumping up to 132 pounds, Carter Hadley of Atlantic ended up in the 5th place. He won his last match by Tech Fall. At 138, Aiden Smith won by fall over Tice Clarkin in 1:04. 144, Calvin Hayes was your champion. He had a 6-4 decision over Brady Beers of Humboldt. At 150, it was Jaden Harder, your champion, with the winning by fall in 2 minutes 51 seconds over Jackson Kirchhoff of Humboldt. At 157, it was Draven Smith of Atlantic, ending up in the 3rd place, and he won his 3rd place match by fall in 5:04. At 165, it was Roland Hinman, ending up in 8th place. At 175, Justin Wirtz of Emmetsburg won that. We had no wrestlers there at 175. At 190, Donovan Hedrington came in 3rd place, and he won his last match with a 58-second fall over Gabe Cosma of Forest City. At 215, it was Travon Thomas of Atlantic finishing in 7th place, and at 285, Evan Sorensen was your champion, had a major decision, 8-0 over Jack Ling of Sheldon South O'Brien.
Fantastic, Cody. Thank you very much. Good night for Trojan Wrestling. They beat Earlham last night by the score of 42-31 in the opening duel. They turned right around. They got a pound, but they headed up to Humboldt and really had a very, very good tournament.
Yeah, 6 champs is good out of the 14 weight classes, and and even some of those kids that are backup kids finished. Landon Hagan coming in at 3rd place in a varsity tournament. He's right there. I imagine you'll see maybe some of those kids move around a little bit as the season goes along. I think Landon's maybe headed down to 120 and just a little bit of time here.
Had a little time off the clock here as we start the second half, and Coach Schulte calling a timeout. It's 31-19. Rams on top of the Seed Pro scoreboard. We're back in 30.
Plus, in Atlantic, you'll find all the latest in custom apparel and headwear. Head to Outfitters and work with the design pros to make your customized tees, team apparel, and personalized swag for your business a reality. Whether it's fan apparel for your high school or youth sports teams, your business, or you just want to make something your own, you'll have everyone saying, "Where'd you get that?" Don't forget, Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Stop by today.
Now, back to Atlantic.
Welcome back to Atlantic as we start the second half. Glenwood with a basketball up by 12, 31-19. They go baseline. Gibson for 3. No good. Malia skies for the rebound for Atlantic. Gobbles it up and brings it to the front court. Baseline, Gavin McLaren. McLaren on the drive. He'll muscle one up, and it is no good. Rebound, Gibson just reaches right over Woodward.
Yeah, he did. 6'6" frame there is pretty tall.
Jack Johnson, top of the circle for the Rams. Works at the elbow. Colin Steele takes the pass high and right. He'll take it to the free throw line. Elevate and shoot. No good. Out of bounds. Atlantic gets the ball. Atlantic jumped out to an 8-2 lead early, and then Glenwood just kind of chipped and clawed away at it at 20-14 after one. And open up a 31-19 lead at the halftime break. That's where we stand. 1 minute in the third quarter. Hudson McLaren top of the circle. Rams come out of the man defense. McLaren behind the back dribble and gives it off to Grant Petty, right wing. Petty looks underneath the McLaren. High post Woodward. Woodward on the drive. Double team. Gets it out to Petty. He'll shoot one up over an arm. No good. Rebound Gibson. The 6'6" post is on the move. And he traveled with it. Nice defense by Hudson McLaren, Cody Weaver.
Yeah, Hudson had to make sure and had his feet set there.
Oh, he did. He had him in cement. And he took the, he forced Aiden Gibson to come to a screeching halt. In the meantime, he shuffled his feet. Atlantic in the front, Hudson McLaren. Right wing to Petty. Petty back out to the Gavin. McLaren looks low to Woodward. Malia takes it, driving inside. He'll lay it up, no good. Woodward rebound, and it's up and no good. Malia puts it back, no good. Foul called on Glenwood.
And that was a good job by Malia, kind of, going up off his feet there, trying to catch it and tip it back in, and just couldn't quite get it done.
Malia will shoot a pair of free throws. Rams 31-19 at the halftime break. Malia's first free throw was no good. Malia had 6 first half points. Atlantic went 3 for 4 from the line, but Glenwood was an impressive 8 for 9 for the line. Both the free throws missed by Malia. Rebound comes off to the Rams, and Johnson brings it across in methodical fashion. Johnson top of the circle. Leaves it off right baseline. Steele, Stout, Steele at the top. Fires a 3, no good off the heel. And the rebound, Woodward for Atlantic. 5:59 to go, third quarter. Atlantic down 31-19. Hudson McLaren spinning in the block. Shot up, no. Rebound, Gibson. Aiden will bring it across for the Rams. Baseline, Steele. Stout, Steele. Deep 3 on the way, good.
Yeah, that one was, like you said, a deep shot there.
34-19, Rams on top. Gab McLaren charges towards the rim, leaves it up and in.
Nice touch. That's kind of almost all the way around the rim there before it fell in.
He went around the world. He got the touch. 34-21 Rams. Stout top of the circle to Gibson, high post. Fall away Jay from 6, no good. Foul called on Jack Johnson. Look at his arm wrapped around McLaren, getting a rebound. It's going to be Atlantic's ball. 5:15 to go here in this third quarter. Atlantic is at Clarinda on Tuesday night. We'll have the broadcast. Pregame at 5:45 for the girls, with the boys game to follow. Hudson McLaren brings it across the timeline. Works off the screen. Angles right. Back out top to Gab McLaren. Leaves it off for Grant Petty, top of the key, off the screen. On the drive, pulls up, kick out. Hudson McLaren wings it left to Gavin McLaren. Down inside to Woodward, he'll go to work. Hook shot, blocked by Gibson. Picked up by Johnson. He'll scoot to the front. Picked up by Hudson McLaren, left side. Bowmaker on the move, Schroeder's shot, no, rebound, Woodward. I tell you, Reed Woodward's had his share of boards tonight, Cody.
He's done a good job. I mean, he kind of got in a little bit of foul trouble there early and settled down, and he's doing a good job underneath the bucket there.
34-21 Rams on top, pass inside Woodward. Wheels, deals, shot, good.
Nice touch right there by him.
34-23 Rams on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 4:15 to play, third quarter. Woodward for 4 points for Atlantic. On the move, right side is Johnson, back out to Steele. Steele left wing, Schroeder. Steele, shot up for 3, good.
Yeah, their field goal percentage, free throws and open, has been pretty impressive.
Yeah, they've got 5 threes. Steele with 2 of them. 37-23 Rams on top by 14. Grant Petty into Woodward. Woodward, the big guy. Spins left, spins right, gives to Petty. Baseline triple. In and out, no good. Rebound Gibson. Well, he's got a bunch of those boards tonight for Glenwood. He'll leave it off out top. Jack Johnson to steal. And a foul call to McLaren. He ran right into Jack Johnson. Good sportsmanship by Gavin. Helps Johnson up. Johnson's gotten his way, Cody.
Yeah, he's...
3:31 to go, third quarter. And the toss in by McGoldrick. 37-23 Rams. They put up 92 against DJ in their opener. Out top, Jack Johnson. Right baseline, McGoldrick. Johnson, top of the circle. Bryce Keller now in the game as well for Glenwood. McGoldrick on the move, jump stop. Right side steal for three, no good. Steal rebounds at top. Leaves it left, baseline three on the way by McGoldrick is good.
And that kind of, was on the outside of the rim and ended up bouncing in. But
another three for the Rams. McGoldrick with the 5 points and 1 3. 40-23 Glenwood, under 3 to play. Timeout called by Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken. Will take it with them. Back in a minute.
Get ready for a fresh start at Greg Young Atlantic. Our Greg Young Fresh Start program helps you hit the road with confidence, overcome credit challenges with personalized financing, and a wide selection of great vehicles. Visit us today to find your brand new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram. Or check out our huge pre-owned selection at GregYoungAtlantic.com and GregYoungCDJRAtlantic.com. And to apply. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Here at Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
At Seed Pros, our mission is to be your business partner every day of every season.
Pioneer Hybrid International was founded in Iowa back in 1926 and is still American today. Not many other seed providers can make that claim.
We partner with you to continually push the limits by combining elite seed genetics, local infield knowledge, along with customer service second to none.
We are with you from the word go. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knudsen, or John Becker to partner with a team that puts your business needs first.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
40-23 Rams on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 2:52 to go, third quarter. Grant Petty will throw it in after the 1 minute timeouts. Hudson McLaren takes the toss and bring it across the timeline. 40-23, 17-point lead for Glenwood. Hudson McLaren, top of the circle. Dribbles left and right, back to Grant Petty. Baseline Hudson McLaren. Glenwood in a zone defense now, a 2-3 zone. Right wing Malia. Malia goes baseline, drive, pocket picked. Kicked out of bounds, nice job by McGoldrick. Atlantic will inbounds baseline left, 2.5 to go.
6 seconds on that shot clock, so they need to get it in and get a shot up.
Hudson McLaren to throw it in. Petty baseline. Fires one for three, no good. Knocked out by Steele for Glenwood. Atlantic will regain the ball. They'll inbounds and trigger from the right side of the basket.
2 seconds left now, that shot clock.
Yeah, they're going to have to release quick. Malia left. We'll see who Hudson gets it to. Back to Malia. Shelton drives, gets it off before the clock. Rebound to Woodward. But they're going to call a shot clock violation on Atlantic. 2:24 to go, third quarter. The Seed Pros scoreboard. Jack Johnson bringing it across the timeline. Johnson with all his points the first half. He has 7. He'll live it off right side of McGoldrick. McGoldrick will swing it to Steele. Bowmaker. And a steal by McLaren for Atlantic. McLaren on the move. Layup blocked out of bounds by Steele. And then McLaren touched it last. Glenwood gets the ball back. What a job by Steele.
Yeah, just continue to hustle there and was able to get the ball back.
2 minutes left to go here in this third quarter. I owe you a station identification. We'll give that to you in a moment. Jack Johnson fires the right side of Keller. Out top to Aiden Gibson. 3 ball, no good. Back to Johnson on the offensive board. Johnson. Swing pass left side of Goldrich for 3. Got it.
And that was about the same shot, kind of outside of the rim there, and ends up bouncing in.
Yeah, he has 2 threes here in the second half, does McGoldrick. 43-23 opens up a 20-point lead for the Rams. 1:30 to go, third quarter. Right wing Petty, and he threw it away. Johnson with the steal. Ahead to McGoldrick. He'll take it in. Layup is no good. They're call a foul on McGoldrick. And then he gets the ball back. 1:21 to go, third quarter. Third teamer on Glenwood here in the third quarter. Gage Gross will check in for Atlantic. Grant Petty will get a rest. Gross, Hudson McLaren, Molia, Gavin McLaren, Reed Woodward in the lineup for the Trojans. We'll check Glenwood here in a moment. 1:20 to go, third. Here comes Hudson McLaren, walking it across the timeline. 2-3 zone, Glenwood. Hudson, right side of Gross. Gross looks for a screen. Gives up his dribble, right side of Hudson, now inside of Woodward. Woodward will muscle one up, no good, and draws the foul. Woodward much more active tonight in that low block, Cody.
He's done a good job.
Yeah.
And McLaren, has kind of almost been on the outside quite a bit with Woodward doing all that work inside there. And
never changed expression, notice that? He just... Woodward's free throw rims out.
If he does, he better look out.
He better look out. Reed put a lot of muscle in the offseason. Great football season. 275-pound lineman. He was awesome. Second free throw by Woodward, good. Woodward with 5 points. 43-24 Rams. 60 seconds to go, third quarter of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Johnson, Gibson, Steele, left wing. Back inside of Gibson. Baseline steal. He'll fire a three. Got it.
He's not missing here in the second half.
3 threes. Third quarter. Molly for Atlantic. 46-24 Rams. Drive McLaren. Layup. Good. McLaren. Gavin with the bucket. Front court. Johnson pulls up double team on the baseline. He gives it up to number 0. Another three. Steele with 4 threes, third quarter. 49-26 Rams. 14 seconds to go.
So I don't think Gibson's the only one you need to worry about on the team here.
Gab McLaren drives in, lays it up, blocked by Gibson. He'll pick it up. 3 seconds, 2. Right side, Johnson for 3, missed the shot. Time runs out. Rams up 49-26. An 18-7 third quarter for Glenwood. We're back in a minute.
The end of the year. Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic.
First Windy Bank is the longest-standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
To Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7.
You're listening to Atlantic Trojan basketball on 95.7 FM KSWI Atlantic.
.7 is KSWI Atlantic, a proud part of Meredith Communications. KS 95.7.
49-26 Rams with a big run here in the third quarter. 18-7 run. Largely led by Colin Steele's 4 threes. McGoldrick had a pair of them. Gab McLaren top of the circle, and a foul called right out of the gate to start it by Bowmaker. Xavier Bowmaker, a 6'4 sophomore reaching in, Cody.
Yeah, there's about 3 kids that have not been in that came in here for this fourth quarter.
And Coach Schulte went to his bench early with 9 in the first half. Gavin for 3 short. Rebound is scooped up by Bowmaker. Ahead to Stout, given to go. Schroeder layup is good. Rolled around before it decided to drop. 51-26. Rams have outscored Atlantic 20-7 here in the second half.
And, Stout did a good job right there. He was going to be in trouble. It was easier for him to just pass it right off.
Hudson McLaren dribble drive, loop, good! He draws the foul. Hudson not a big scorer. He's done a good job of taking care of the ball tonight. He gets his first 2, and he can make it and 1. Makes a three-point play the old-fashioned way here. Hudson dips his knees, spins it up, no good. Gibson rebound. 51-28. They'll give it a right side to Schroeder. Give it a go inside. Stout lose the ball. Petty steal. Kick out McLaren. Ahead to Nelson. Back to McLaren high and right. Atlantic sets up against the man defense this time. Left wing to Grant Petty. Molia. Baseline, looked at the basket. Back to Petty. He'll take it in. Layup no good. And knocked out of bounds by Glenwood. A clean block by Schroeder. So the Trojans have the ball left side of the basket.
They're saying it's Atlantic ball. I think Glenwood would disagree with that.
Yeah, maybe Coach Schulte wasn't quite. Petty with it. Right baseline. Boy, Glenwood playing tough defense right now. Petty shot the glass. Good!
Great touch there by him.
Petty with 4. 51-30 Glenwood. Pass ahead. McGoldrick down the lane. It's getting a little wild now. Both teams are running. McGoldrick went to the hoop and drew the foul. 6:34 to go, 51-30. Rams with the lead. Atlantic girls winning big in that first game, 54-30. Trojans led 27-0 at half. Free throws coming up. McGoldrick's first one is good. And McGoldrick was 7. Or check that 9. He's got 2 threes. Missed the second free throw. Molia rebound. He'll bring it across the timeline left to right. Here's a stop and pop. No good. Rebound fought for by Nelson and Stout. Harrell favors the Rams. 6:24 to play. 52-30. Glenwood with the lead of the Seed Pros scoreboard. The throw in coming up by Bowmaker. Bowmaker looks for a cutter and finds Schroeder. Schroeder in the backcourt. Pass ahead. Across the timeline, McGoldrick. Down low, layup good. He found Bowmaker, who snuck his way down inside. 54-30 Rams. 6:09 to play. Gab McLaren top of the circle off the screen. Driving in, lays it in. Nope, he missed it. Rebound, Nelson. Baseline, Gavin. Step back. Drive, spins. Block. Tapped out of bounds by Glenwood. Boy, Gavin goes to the basket. It's like...
kind of got stopped that first time, and he's like, you're not going to stop me this time. Just kind of lost control of the ball there.
Gavin 6'2", 245. Hudson to throw it in. McLaren way out top, and it's stolen away by Bowmaker. He'll knock it out of bounds far side. 5:52 to play. Grant Petty will throw it in for Atlantic. 54-30. Rams with a big lead here on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Kick out Hudson McLaren. He'll pick it across the timeline. He's picked up out top by McGoldrick. Hudson on the dribble in the Trojan emblem. Angles left. Nelson takes it. Another foul is called. There's McGoldrick. That'll be 3 on Glenwood here in the fourth quarter. 5:41 left. So Petty will throw it in. Out top to Hudson McLaren. 5:39 to go. Hudson top of the circle. Works off the screen. Goes baseline. Ball slapped away. Schroeder ahead. Down low. McGoldrick layup in.
And Gavin doing a good job, with no contact there. There's no reason to foul at that point.
56-30 Rams. Atlantic in the front. Molia, baseline, Petty. 5:14 left. Hudson McLaren, baseline, Petty. Down to Gavin McLaren. Another reach-in foul called on Glenwood. Well, we got started late tonight. The JV game went, didn't go to overtime, but it went about an hour and 45 minutes, didn't it?
It was
hour and a half.
Hour and a half, yeah.
And then we got the girls game going at 6:15, so that's why we're a little bit late tonight. This one here started, about 8 o'clock? And
8 or 5 after 8, somewhere now.
5:08 to go in this game. 56-30 Rams. Pass it in Woodward, and the ball is going to be tied up inside. Nope. One official says foul.
I think they have to look at each other.
I think the jump ball is going to win. 5:02 to go.
It looks like it.
Hudson McLaren to throw it in for Atlantic. From the baseline right. Down low, Gavin, layup good. Hudson with a good throw to Gavin McLaren. Gavin in double figures with 15. 56-32. Gavin averaged 12 last year. Steal for 3. Missed a shot. Petty battling for the ball. Atlantic will have it back. 4:47 to go. So the Trojans, as we mentioned, in 6 champions up at Humboldt, the Joe Fitch. A very, very respectable performance. Scored well over 200 points, second behind Humboldt. We'll have Coach Duff interview tomorrow morning on Atlantic Sports Saturday. Foul called on the Rams. Bryce Keller now in there. 4:31 to play. 56-32.
Oh, Petty's going to shoot here.
Yeah. Well, that's 5 on Glenwood here in the fourth quarter. So Petty will put up 2 here. The sophomore spins it up a rainbow good. And Petty with 5 points for Atlantic. 56-33 the count with 4:31 to play. And Grant Petty's second free throw forthcoming. And it's on the way and good. Petty with 6. 56-34 Rams, and they throw it away. McLaren with the steal. He'll bring it across for Atlantic. Driving inside, ball stripped away. Trojans have it back, baseline left. Atlantic at Clarinda on Tuesday. Second of 2, a Gilmore doubleheader. We'll have it on 95.7 and a live video stream right here. Inbounds to Gavin. Baseline drive, layup, no. Rebound pulled down by Glenwood, and another foul is called. It's
going to be on Woodard.
The average play in football takes 6 seconds.
Yes.
That's kind of where we're at right now, Cody.
A lot of whistles going on and a lot of change here.
Driving Johnson, layup is no good. Malia rebound for Atlantic. He'll bring it across with 4:09 to play. 56-34, Malia for a deep 2, no good. Woodward rebound, his putback is no good. And a foul called on the Rams. So Woodward will step to the free throw line. Woodward with 5 points tonight. He was out, I believe, his freshman sophomore year. Wrestled last year as a junior. Free throw by Woodward is no good. Woodward 1 for 3 from the line tonight with 5 points. Johnson out, Schroeder in for Glenwood with 4:02 left. Woodward's second free throw is up, and it is no good. Kissed off the front of the rim. Rebound comes off to McGoldrick. Behind the back dribble, a foul called on McLaren. So that'll put McGoldrick, nope, they're going to take it out of bounds. Just 3 on Atlantic here in the fourth quarter. 3:57 left. Glenwood led 20-14 after 1 after Atlantic took an 8-2 lead. In fact, 8-2. Glenwood had 31-19 at the halftime break. 49-26 after 3. 56-34 here. Baseline triple for McGoldrick. Missed the shot. Steele rebounds back to McGoldrick. He'll drive. Steele. Gibson. 3 ball over Malia. No good short. And the rebound Woodward. Nobody's going to take that away from him. He had that grasped in his arm, didn't he, like a baby boy?
In, yeah, there's no way he was turning that over.
Hudson McLaren to Petty. Petty spins a baseline. Fall away Jay from 2 foot out, no good. Gibson rebounds, 3:20 to play. Gibson on the move, the front court for the Rams. He'll take it all the way, finish, and miss the shot. Another foul call to the Trojans. That'll be 4.
That's going to be his
Woodward.
last.
That's going to be it for Woodward. He's going to finish off tonight. Pretty respectable performance for the senior. That should be 5 fouls. 3:15 left. And Reed will exit the floor. And there's a little bit of a smile. He never changed expression.
He just says, I got my money's worth.
Yeah.
I got 5 to use. I used them all.
You betcha. Connor Johnson in for Atlantic. 3:15 left. Inbounds baseline. Gibson, he fires a 3. Good. Gibson has set shot 3s. And he has 4 of those tonight, 17 for Gibson. 59-34 Rams. Here's Petty. Ball stolen by Gibson. Bounce pass right side. Schroeder. Alley-oop to Gibson. Missed the shot. Hudson McLaren rebound. Schroeder foul. And that'll be 6 on the Rams here in the fourth quarter. 2:54 to go. So Hudson will shoot a pair for the Trojans. 59-34 Rams with a lead. Glenwood did top TJ. They put over 90 points in their opener. Pretty good team. I mean, they're very aggressive on the defensive end of the ball. Hudson McLaren makes the free throw. 3 for Hudson. 59-35 Rams. The Seed Pros scoreboard. Second free throw is good. Hudson with 4. 59-36. We're down to 2:50 to play. Gibson in the backcourt, guarded by Petty. Pass ahead, then tipped away by Johnson to Grant Petty. He'll take it in, Euro step, good!
And do the foul.
So Petty the bucket in 1. 59-38 Rams. 2:40 left to go. Grant Petty gets the 2 and 1. Petty 2 for 3 for the line. He gets the free throw. And the Rams rebound, 59-39. Rams with the lead of the Seed Pros scoreboard, 2.5 to play. They kick the ball out top to McGoldrick to Steele, top of the circle. Steele with 4 threes. Schroeder now, Glenwood taking some time off. Schroeder driving in, finishes, and fouled. Didn't get the basket to go, but he gets 2 free throws. And Schroeder, who started the game with his 6 points. And he'll shoot a pair for the Rams. 59-39 Rams by 20, 2:21 to go. Free throw is in the air, and it is good.
Saw a lot of those tonight. Just barely roll around the rim. And
the rim has been good to these guys on free throws. Second free throw no good by Schroeder. Rebound Petty. 2:18 to go. Petty top of the circle. And another Euro step layup, no good. Missed a shot. Johnson rebounds, lose it. Scooped up by McGoldrick. He'll finish the other end and got it. And McGoldrick now with 13 points. Atlantic with the ball, 62-39. And we're going to let clear the bench here. Coach Schulte.
I'm not sure what they're...
He called timeout. I thought he was going to go ahead and have the subs come in, but that's not the case.
I don't know why they stopped it there for sure, I guess.
Under 2 to go in the game, 1:55 to be exact. Atlantic with the ball, Hudson McLaren high and left. 62-39 Glenwood. On the Seed Pro scoreboard, out to Petty, high post.
Say, come help him.
Connor Johnson, and he's fouled. Johnson with the dribble drive in, and he'll shoot a pair for Atlantic. So he'll shoot 2, and then they'll bring in the committee here. 5 of them coming in for Glenwood. And Coach Schulte. 1:42 left. Connor Johnson's free throw money. Yeah, 62-40 Rams, and we'll pick up these substitutes as we go here. Connor Johnson, second free throw. 1:42 left on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Johnson, good. 62-41, 1:40 to go. Rams in the front court. They'll swing the ball outside to Langile. Top of the circle. Gonzalez missed the shot. Langau with the rebound and in. He'll get the scoring book. 66-41, 120 left, and we've got a whistle. Travel call to the Trojans. And coming in for Atlantic will be Corbin Ritter. Devon Fields. And Gage Gross. Malia Petty come out for Atlantic. And Gab McLaren. So it's going to be Ritter to throw it in. 1:20 to go. 64-41. Rams with the lead of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Out top, Hudson McLaren. Driving, kicking right to Devon Fields. Fields out top. Ritter. Gage Gross. Runner. Good.
And he's been in quite a bit, so it's nice to see him take a shot.
Oh, yeah.
He had his opportunities.
Crouch drives for Glenwood, missed the shot. He's fouled. 59 seconds to play. 64-43.
Yeah, Hudson McLaren, I believe.
Hudson is still in there, the point guard for Atlantic. Hudson Jr. Free throw is good for the Rams. In a reserve role is Caden Crouch. Hits the first of two. Second one is in. 66-43 Rams on the Seed Pro scoreboard. We're under a minute. Hudson McLaren inside the paint. Back out top, Gage Gross. He'll launch a three. Good.
And again, he's been in. It'd be nice to see some of that stuff earlier in the game from them.
Rams in the front court up by 20. 40 seconds left. They spin the ball near side to Carlo. Another foul is called. I wonder how many fouls we've had. A ton of them here tonight, especially the second half.
Yes.
So Ben Carlo, the 6'2 sophomore, will shoot 2 free throws with 37 seconds left. 66-46 Rams, 67-46. Ben Carlo gets the free throw. Glenwood's missed just 2 free throws tonight. Second one on the way, and it's no good. Rebound. Glenwood. Shot up on the way and is missed by Carlo. 27 seconds left. Another foul.
Yeah, I think that one looks like it's going to be on the 34, pushing the back on. Be Corbin Ritter coming to the line there.
67-46 Rams with the lead of the Seed Pros scoreboard. 27 seconds left. Free throw by Ritter is no good. Second free throw coming up. Glenwood's going to go to 2-0 on the year. Here it is. Good. Corbin made 1 of 2. 67-47 Glenwood. 26 seconds to go on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Carlo fires down inside to Gonzalez. And it's tipped away, picked up by Connor Johnson. 15 seconds to go. Gage Gross stops. Fields, Hudson, top of the circle. Johnson for 3 at the buzzer, missed the shot. Game over, 67-47. Rams go to 2-0 with the win over Atlantic here tonight. We're going to wrap things up. But first, we'll hear this from Postgame sponsor Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
At Seed Pros, our mission is to be your business partner every day of every season.
Pioneer Hybrid International was founded in Iowa back in 1926 and is still American today. Not many other seed providers can make that claim.
We partner with you to continually push the limits by combining elite seed genetics, local infield knowledge, along with customer service second to none.
We are with you from the word go. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knudsen, or John Becker to partner with a team that puts your business needs.
Welcome back to Atlantic. It's 67-47 win for the Glenwood Rams on the Seed Pros scoreboard. And for the Rams, they were led in scoring by Aiden Gibson with 16 points. Landon McGoldrick ended up with 13. He had 2 threes. And Colin Steele had 12, all from behind the three-point line. 9 points for Jack Johnson. 7 points for Drew Schroeder. And a scattering of 2 points each for, it's like Xavier Bowmaker had a pair. Also, Langile had a 2, and Caden Crouch had a pair. And 1 point for Ben Carlo, 1 free throw here. For Atlantic, still adding these up a little bit here, but we can go top to bottom. Hudson McLaren with 4. Shelton Malia with 6 points. Grant Petty, he had a pretty good second half. He ended up with 3 for 3 from the line. And he had 7, he had 9 points for the Trojans here in the ball game. Gage Gross had 5. He had that 3 ball and a layup. Those all coming late. Gab McLaren, hit up with 15 points to lead Atlantic. And Reed Woodward had 5 for the Trojans, 2 for Connor Johnson, and Corbin Ritter with 1.
Yes, yeah, he had that free throw there towards the end. Was able to come in the last couple minutes. Coach did a good job. Coach Franken did a good job of letting those guys come in and finish the game out. You get some experience. When I reflect on the game, offensively, Atlantic started out really good. With the guys that they had come out, the height advantage and maybe reach advantage was a little bit tough to overcome for Atlantic. Glenwood is just their bench is deep, and they had a lot of kids that they subbed in, and it's hard to be in good enough condition to keep up and play the whole game with those guys in a lot of fast transitions.
You bet. Final score tonight, it was Glenwood 67, Atlantic 47. Cody, thank you very much. Next broadcast coming up on Tuesday from Clarinda. Thanks for joining us here on 95.7